Good morning, people. Happy They Can Never Make Me Hate Megan the Stallion Day. We're gonna start it.
You have.
Oh. Is that because you're a Megan Stallion hater?
No.
Oh, I'm just wondering.
Why is the great Megan Thee Stallion?
Oh, we'll get into it when we're road. We'll get into it. But morning, people. It is Friday, the 26th of January. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you guys have amazing hosts, as which I am one of them. Your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
It's your girl Just Dream representing the fitness queens in the brass clock scene. You mean?
Okay.
Energy.
Yeah, 1 second.
Everyday centre hair.
Thank you very much.
I am the centre.
Period.
Okay, no, let me calm down.
Don't calm down. Excuse me, your event's on Sunday, ma'am.
No, I know, I'm living.
You can't
guys,
calm down.
to be honest, I'm really excited. I think that's what it is.
You cannot
Sorry.
calm down.
Sorry, let me stop. Sorry.
That's good, man. Don't ever
Dim your lights.
Exactly, man.
never
Shine.
do that.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, and of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Always, man. Standard. Brent, are you up in here today?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Love that.
Good morning, Star Crew. Good morning, Ruby Wednesday. Good morning, Everest. Good morning, Immy Snow Globe. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning.
Moment.
Purple Halls.
Look up all the moments there.
Good morning, Izzy Bambino.
Get bad
Good
right.
morning, DCF Mox. I don't know how you pronounce that. Hope I didn't butcher it. Good morning, Cindy A. And good morning, Pow Wow. He's coming tomorrow.
Saturday.
No, Sunday, sorry.
Oh, is he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but did he
come
come-
in your sweating
Yeah,
spandex?
because he conveniently went past by it last time.
Oh
You might as well
yeah,
enter
that's
the building
why.
this time.
Conveniently, you walked past, you saw the cute, you said,
Yes,
yes,
so
I'm
you
be
can
there.
trust me. Anyway, get your
Love it.
bands ready.
Are you on spandex?
Get your bands
Are
ready.
you not coming in your...
Gym
I
gear.
said, you're skipping leg day today. I want to see you on Sunday in your shorts. Ema messaged me this morning. Oh, Gina. You know we made plans to train legs today.
Look at that.
After
It's not my
after
fault.
it's
though.
fine and I appreciate it, but my point is,
you.
since you're missing a session this week, Sunday, I need to see you in shorts or your leggings. And I'll have a
Get them
band.
booty shorts out.
And I'll have a band specifically for you.
Okay.
She's got a band with your name on it.
With your name on it.
Okay.
Good morning, Philly Petite.
Morning, Philly
Good
Petite.
morning, Klein. Good morning, Christy.
Yeah, we.
You're on radio today.
Yeah.
Little birdie told me you're on radio today.
Maybe.
A little birdie.
What's that about? Beats and bands?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I went to talk about beats and bands on Capital Extra.
Serious?
Jeez.
I did.
That is amazing.
Love to see it, honey.
Where can we listen to it?
Well, you can listen now.
No, it's on no.
I think so.
Yes.
But
They do have a replay. function.
no, so basically it's on. No, I'm not saying to listen now, but it is on now. But
Okay.
you can listen via the Global Player app. You can listen back. Basically.
Dope.
Yeah.
Alright, that is amazing.
How are you feeling? Are you excited?
No,
Well,
I
you
am.
said you are.
I booked into the show.
I'm looking
and,
forward to it.
I'm like, okay, let's go.
What time is it?
3 p.m.
Is
Doors
that-
open at 3. Workout starts at 4. We have again another special guest coming to give us a
Alright.
nice little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's.
All right then.
I think this is gonna be better than the last one, personally.
Serious. We're
Anyway,
Just
it's up.
because,
I said anyways, up in life. So.
yeah, and because I feel like we've made changes, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You try and make things better, so we've there's still a few moving pieces left, but I do feel like we've really tried to give you guys a better experience than last time, and God willing, everything will just fall into place, and it is gonna be better than last time.
I'm
Amen.
looking forward to
So
it.
yeah,
She said Wiz Kid's gonna be there.
who Whiskey? I wish, boy. I wish. Sorry, one day though. One day we're gonna have these big heavy hitters on the lineup, and then you lot are gonna come and be like, "Oh my goodness, I remember
Amen.
when this was birthed."
Who would have thought?
And do you know what I realized yesterday? That this is only the second event, and with me, my chest is too high, and you know what I mean. My chest is too high. My goals are too big. Not like that, but like I put a lot of pressure on myself when it's not needed. Do you get what I mean? So I was having a moment and my friend was like, you do know this is the second event, right? I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why does it feel like I've been doing this forever?
I think when you do your classes and stuff.
Yeah,
it just feels like,
it literally just feels like an extension of that. That's probably why. So for me, I feel like I've been doing this forever. And he was like, calm down. I was like, you're right. I ain't perfect. And I'm not going to get it like straight away. It's trial and error. So we're trying, man. So yeah, just please continue to give me and my team grace. Thank you. Because one thing about our community, we don't know what grace is, boy.
Lest we speak.
Literally.
Lest we speak,
We do not know what grace is. Can I quickly touch on something, by the way?
Of course you can. This, where else would you
I'm
do
really
that?
confused. First of all, that clip that has decided to do the rounds, it's fine, because I just, you know what, I don't get how I was being called racist by several people. Like,
What clip are you talking about?
the one where me, Esther, and Marks are talking about accountability and how we won't.
The one you refused to share.
Yeah.
Oh.
And look at God.
said,
Look
yeah.
at God. Look at God.
She said, yeah.
I said to Brent, I'm not reposting this because I come across a bit aggressive. Yeah, fucking family. Little did I know, within 24 hours, it got blown out to the whole world. And
God basically said to Brent, that ain't no problem.
And you know what I did?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
And you know what I did? I went home, and I thought, we're doing things different this year, babes. Because usually I would send the tap throat emoji, all that stuff. And I thought, nah, it's a new year. So you know what I did? I went to my comments and I changed my settings and I said, unless you follow me and I follow you, you can't at me. Do you know why? Because I was minding my own business and I just kept getting atted and everyone was calling me racist. Someone even said, it's because I didn't squeeze. I thought for once, I'm not engaging in this stuff. And usually I do and I get annoyed and I thought not today. But someone even said that I'm the reason why,
I'm so scared.
our kids, this is why black girls end up in the hood and mixing with bad breeds because they have mothers like you who I thought, first of all, I ain't a mom.
First of all, y'all keep opening your stupid little legs to men that are homeless. That's why your kids are turning out dumb.
But literally, this is the reason why the black community is
So let's
failing
put that out there.
because of me putting out this narrative. Someone else said that I want to be treated like a baby, so I don't know how to take accountability.
Okay, but I didn't ask you to come and treat me like a
then
baby.
a
So
lot of
what's the
people
tea?
were just like, this is racism. And then I saw white people, what is it called when a non-white person is racist again? Like I kept seeing a lot of that. When I kept seeing, I even saw black people.
Yeah, but
mixed,
we knew that.
to be
That was
fair.
the conversation.
Yeah, when
They were the target audience.
They were telling me that I was racist
Of the
and how I'm being
discussion.
racist.
I don't get the racism.
No, but they
though.
were the target audience. They were the target audience of the discussion. So I'm not shocked that they went and did what it was in the clip we were advising them not to go and do. It's like,
And then I thought, do you know what's... And then I thought, this is the thing with social media, yeah? Because you see a clip in its entirety, so you don't get the full context of the conversation. So I feel like if you engaged your brain, you would have understood that I was saying, I'm not going to not hold somebody accountable. I'm just not doing it in public. That's the only thing I was saying.
It just required
But
listening.
but this is the
that's
thing.
why I clocked.
You
But people don't do
can't
that.
you can't listen in these moments. But I also remembered something, and it really annoyed me that in that moment I didn't think about it. And that would have been a great follow-on. So I'm going to do it now, and he's not here to defend himself. Good for him, yeah?
Oh, now there's something else to double.
Because I
double down
found
on
it
that.
very interesting with what he was saying, right? And do you remember the day when Lin May called him out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember what he said when he sat here? Because we had a discussion and he said, but she knows me. We're cool. She could have easily just messaged me and said X, Y, Z, right? But she decided to go on Twitter and create a tweet. So you would have rather she held you accountable in private than go online and create a tweet just for clout. So how is it any different to what I'm saying? Because in this situation, you're the victim, right? And this is someone that you know, who knows you, who you've got. You may not be like the closest of friends or bedrooms, but you have a relationship to the point where you say you chat to her. So if this was her opinion about your music, she could have pulled you to the side and be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really, do you know what I mean? But she did it in public. So that's why you gave her done out here. So my thing is, it's okay for you to give her done out here, but then when it's me and Esther, we're moving mad and we're moving crazy because we don't want to hold people accountable in public. Redeals it.
Can I add to that, please?
Yeah, redeals it.
There's
Sorry.
a
Just add to
pushback
that.
to that.
Okay, that's nice.
Just add to that before you push back. Hopefully my point will make you forget the pushback. Just add to that. So the whole conversation about the whole aggressive thing, blah, 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 it was very interesting, right? The person Marks was referring to actually called his ass out. Obviously he's in Jamaica land, so he wouldn't be able to see it. I saw it. But the woman that he was talking about, that he was watching the show, that was aggressive.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so she actually put it on her story. And she said, look what I've been being tagged in. We were talking about, I'm the example in this clip and whatnot. And it was funny because she was on some show. But basically, she then put the full clip of what had happened. And we were actually right. She wasn't being aggressive. She was being mislabeled. She was being mislabeled because she's a black woman and she was being called aggressive. And so when she then put that clip up, all the people that were in the other comments talking about, black women don't lack accountability. Da, 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 da. Now they're saying, they're just so racist to us. I said, is that right? So the point stands.
Was it one of those where it's like some people could see it as aggressive though? Or was it clear that no?
No, so when...
mislabeled?
No, but with black people, this is the point I was trying to make, is that with black people, black people called... Right now, as I'm talking right now, somebody's watching this thinking, oh my gosh, she's so aggressive.
No, I mean amongst, like, within our own community.
No, but Marks was within our community. He's one who called her aggressive.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm trying to say though. This is why I turned to him and I said to him, I was like, you've been got. He was like, what do you mean? I said, you've been got. Like, the system has actually brainwashed you to the point where you can actually look at black women expressing themselves and you can now class that as aggressive, because it is a form of it's a racial bias that a black woman will speak up for herself, and all of a sudden now, because you're passionate about what we're speaking about, or because you're speaking with confidence, or you're standing up for yourself, all of a sudden now you're aggressive. That's literally the system, and that's what that girl said. She said that was what the situation was, because she said other people that were doing whatever, expressing themselves and saying this and whatever, weren't called aggressive because they were white. But when it was her standing up for herself because of things that had been done to her, all of a sudden now she's aggressive. And that was the point I was trying to make. That's why I said I will never be in a place, and this was what the whole thing was about, is that I'm not going to call somebody out, another black person out publicly, because I know that when I do that, it is not going to be solely about what it is that they've done. They will take that and they will spin it into something greater to fit their racist agenda. And so for that reason, unfortunately then, I'm not going to be part of that. And that's why when the whole Nella thing was happening, I was like, these conversations need to be happening in private, not in the way you guys are having the conversation, because as soon as this becomes privy to the other communities, they're not going to call her out for the same things we're calling her out on. They're going to use what we're calling her out on to further their agenda on what it is that the hatred they have towards her. And surprise, surprise, what did we see? Her whole argument with that man, because of her grief, they turned that into a racist thing. Started making little cartoon things of her in on Moonpig and all these other places. And when we look back in history, that is how black people were depicted in the media. We were turned into cartoons that either represented monkeys, beasts, because you don't want to fight for UKB so hard, or looked like just different loud images. Sorry? Did I say something?
I think that was his stomach.
Oh, yeah.
That was a whole sentence. Somebody said something.
Someone said something.
Yeah.
On my stomach. What?
But do you get what I mean? Like, and that's my point. Like, and I feel like that's what people miss sometimes. Is it foresight when you're able to see stuff that's gonna happen, like predict what's gonna happen?
Witchcraft.
Sorry?
Yes, foresight.
Yes, speaking of witchcraft, if I'm a witch, then call me a witch. I'm the baddest witch there is in the land. Because I be predicting shit every single time. As soon as the Nelly thing happened, I was like, watch what's gonna happen. I literally remember that night it happened. I was speaking to my sister and I said, watch in the next few days, watch what's going to happen. Then I'm seeing everything play out the way I said it would play out. Yep, remember that? Baddest witch in town. I'm seeing everything play out the way it was going to play out. And then what are black people doing now? The same black people criticizing Nella Rose and talking about, we need to hold her accountable. Because clearly you're her family. Now everyone's sitting there saying, oh my gosh, the country's so racist. Are they? Smart ass, are they? You lot will never learn, man. Some of you need to get left behind. We keep talking about, what's it called? Closing the gates for the cookout, whatever that can, gatekeeping. Some black people need to get tossed out of the gate and then lock the gate up because you can't come back in here. Because some of you... Anyway, conversation for another day. How's everybody doing today?
Good, that's what I just wanted to, I just wanted to get that off my chest. But I don't want to get into another debate, and I don't want to get clipped up again. And can I be honest? I do not give a flying F about anyone's opinion of this moving forward. Argue amongst yourselves. That's it. I'm done.
That's it.
What am I doing? Oh no, I can't do it.
Because I know you want to say something.
No, you can. This is a free speech.
That is only because Marx was basically saying that it was different. The example was different because this had racist tropes attached to it. Hence, your points being valid.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Don't give them any more cannon fodder. Don't give them a reason to basically like pile on the whites, basically. And that Lin May, it wasn't. That was her calling him out for the whole grooming stuff.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not about the context. I'm talking about calling somebody out and the accountability. Like, he was saying how he's going to call you out regardless. Do you see what I mean? He's like, if you're moving mad, you're moving mad. That's what T was saying.
Yeah, but
So I was saying,
framing of that racist thing immediately, because Ramsey said he was going to be here today, right? This guy is such a wicked guy, and I don't think he likes you two beautiful black women. I'm not going to say he doesn't like black women.
Ramsey loves me, boy.
This guy sent me a clip yesterday, right? And he said, "Hey, how come you guys didn't talk about this?" It was Dave Chappelle basically talking about Cat Williams and how he did what he did, right? And then I was like, I don't know, but what does it change, right? Mm-hmm. And then he was like, yeah, but the girls, this would prove the girls wrong because the girls were there saying that you shouldn't look to be talking black people's business, right? I said, if it is that you send this to the girls, you're going to antagonize the girls. They're going to chop your
But
head
first
off.
of all, yeah, Ramsey, you have my details on the gram.
and mine.
You have our details on the gram, all right? And this will not be the first time you're sending me something. So you couldn't have sent me that. You're out here going through Brent, trying to send me stuff via Brent. Oh, Ramsey.
Yeah, so I told him to come in today,
Ramsey.
and he's like, he did a little turtle
You said turtle.
emoji. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but...
That means he's arriving slow. That means he's never coming.
Oh.
Remember, yeah, turtles are slow. He ain't coming.
Oh, but it had sunglasses on, so it was a cool turtle.
Okay.
And it was moving a bit fast. So that's what you meant. That's what you read into it.
Well, that's how
More
I don't
for
know.
me. I thought
Maybe.
he was going to be here today.
Nah, man.
I was looking forward
I don't think
to
so.
you guys
He wouldn't
cutting
be
his
here.
head off.
No, but what was the Dave Chappelle clip though? What did he say about Cat Williams? That's mad.
He basically said he didn't call out any white comedians. He only called out the black comedians. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, but this is the same reason why I told Margs when we're talking about the whole UK beast thing, and it was saying black women are trying to monopolize it. And I said, yeah, but if I'm only around black men and I only hear black men saying it, why would I be in white business? A white man doesn't call me a UK beast. So the same way with Cat Williams, in Cat Williams, obviously I know that he knows stuff that goes on in it, but he's focused on black business because he's a black man trying to further the black community. So.
But he was flipping responding to the black comedians getting onto him.
Who Cat
He
Williams?
started it.
No, but he was only saying they're liars. He said people are fat
So he
faced
was
on liars.
defending himself.
Yeah.
He's defending himself,
Precisely.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why is Ramsey asking why didn't he get onto white comedians?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
White
White
comedians
comedians.
don't cussing him.
This is what I'm saying. Has Matt Rife been cussing Cat Williams?
Anyway,
Yeah,
Ramsey,
Ramsey, your
your
privacy
day will
messed up.
come.
Leave him. You're going to come back in this room
Your
anyway.
day will come.
And I hope you're in man get into it now. I don't even care what you're standing. If your man is even promoting polygyny, I'm going to be on polygyny inside that day. Just to be
Just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles. But yeah, man. But I hope everyone is good. Everyone in the chat. Please don't forget to kindly like the video. Thank you very much while you're here. And yeah, let's get into our first headlines.
All right, so our first headline. Remember, I believe it was yesterday, we were talking about Sir Simon Clarke, who's at Tory MP, was trying to rally people around him to basically get Rishi Sunak out of the office. Mm-hmm. Well, Conservative MPs have rallied around Rishi Sunak. Yeah, man. As this former minister who called for him to quit said that he felt he was shouting iceberg on the Titanic. So Sir Simon Clarke was roundly criticised by Tory colleagues for writing that Sunak should be replaced as party leader in an opinion piece in The Telegraph. And in that piece written by Clarke, he said that Mr. Sunak is leading the Conservatives into an election where we will be massacred because he does not get what Britain needs. He's not listening to what the British people want. Sunak was greeted by particularly loud cheers from his backbenchers as he entered the Commons for Prime Minister questions. However, some Tory MPs privately agreed with Clark's criticisms, but think that the idea of replacing him is fanciful, unwise, and there's no alternative plan. Next headline, and apparently Nicola Sturgeon described Boris Johnson as an effing clown. That's what it says, man, yeah.
With that haircut, yeah.
This is basically when he broadcasted the nation about announcing a second COVID lockdown in October of 2020. She said to her chief of staff in a WhatsApp exchange, "His utter incompetence in every sense is now offending me on behalf of politicians everywhere."
Sorry. Did that man get arrested for alleged fraud? A fraud or something like that?
Yes. But this
She's
is
calling someone else a clown.
this is before her husband
This is
became
kind
a
of
clown.
what you people want to be doing, accountability, when you yourself. Anyway.
And this was revealed during evidence shown to Liz Lloyd, the former chief of staff at the UK COVID inquiry, which is sitting for a second week in Edinburgh. It follows a succession of revelations about how senior ministers and officials deleted informal messages and exhibited apparent disdain for freedom of information rules. And the last headline, still with the politics, and prosecutors have frozen or otherwise restrained a reported £75 million of assets held by Michelle Mone and her husband amid an ongoing probe into allegations of fraud, at a PPE firm linked to the pair that was set up during the pandemic. Baroness Mone and her husband, Doug Barrowman, said that they did not oppose the CPS's application to place restrictions upon the assets, which included a Belgravia townhouse, an Isle of Man estate, and 15 bank accounts. The CPS, which is the Crown Prosecution Service, applied for the court order on behalf of the National Crime Agency, which has been investigating the company PPE MedPro since May of 2021 amid suspicions of criminal activity connected to its procurement of PPE contracts. PPE MedPro is owned by a consortium led by Mr. Barrowman. It later emerged that the firm was placed in a VIP pandemic priority lane for government contracts following a recommendation by Michelle Mone, who initially denied any links with that firm. She later admitted that she had lied to journalists over her connections with the company, telling the BBC, "I wasn't trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes." When challenged on the fact that she had lied in press, she said, "That's not a crime." And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, so today's topic of the day, I thought, you know what? Initially, this particular topic of the day was going to be used for next week, right? But I thought today is a beautiful day. And
Sure is.
And I want today's topic of the day to be a nice, wholesome one, right? And this topic of the day was sent in by Everest. So big up Everest in the chat. Big him up. Very wholesome topic. And he basically asked the question, right? That if you could choose your spiritual gift,
Ooh.
right?
Okay, Everest.
Which would you wish for, basically? So he gave us 4 to choose from. But if we want, we can expand it, right? Because obviously I'm assuming this is obviously taken from the Bible, right? So the 4 that he put forward was teaching, healing, prophecy, and discernment. So if you can choose your spiritual gift, which would you wish for? Teaching, healing, prophecy, or discernment?
And that's assuming I don't have any at the moment.
Yes.
What other ones?
Actually, no. Actually, just where you are right now.
Because I already have discernment. To the
Okay.
glory of God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I don't get God.
I'm not gonna lie. I said discernment.
child.
Ooh, child. Ooh, I want wisdom though, but I don't know if that's a.
You what?
I said I really want wisdom.
Oh, you said
well,
something else, you know.
according to 1 Corinthians
What's
12.
discernment in relation to wisdom?
I feel like it's similar, no?
Is it Batty and Bench?
No, because you can be wise and not be discerning. Solomon was wise, but he wasn't discerning to know that all the wives he had from different religions, worshipping all the other gods, was not smart for him.
You said,
Yeah, I get what Esther's saying.
So you can have wisdom, but you cannot have discernment. You cannot be a discerning wise person.
Because according to the Bible, he was wise.
But
But yet he wasn't necessarily.
wasn't a bin.
You know what I mean? But I think in scriptural context, though,
Yeah.
discernment, I think, is about the spirits, innit? So being able to be able to be like, okay, this particular spirit is of God, not of God.
just
and,
know it,
you know what I mean?
No one wants right from
Knowing-
good.
Well,
Precisely.
According to the
what's
Oxford
bad from wrong?
Dictionary, it's basically the ability to judge well. So discernment describes a wise way of judging between things or a particular perceptive way of seeing things.
Yeah.
If you can understand something that's somewhat hidden or obscure, if you figure out the themes of a confusing movie. I'm not talking about a film, but yeah, no, I think. Do you know what the crazy thing is? I don't even think it's a case of me not having discernment. I think I have discernment. I just don't listen.
That is another thing.
Do you get
That's
what I mean?
actually-
Let me be
another
honest.
spirit.
But then
'Cause
that's where
I'm
the
gonna be-
wisdom will come, because the wisdom will be the applying of that, right?
This is it, right? So I don't think I lack discernment because I'm not.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you see? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I can't. If I sit here, it's cap. It's girl. You a grown ass woman. Like
You're
you
fat-faced
are
liar.
very seasoned in life. Like you know what go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's the lack. It's the application of wisdom to that discernment. Because I'm very self-aware, extremely. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, it just stops there. Okay.
Okay.
Brent, face your screen and stop smiling.
I said, okay, what? No.
So you can see that he's smiling from the back
I
of his head. And it's just
do.
like, it's like, sir.
And Brent thrives
Stop it.
off my
Sunday, you are such a flipping star. Don't worry about today. Let's not focus
keep your eyes
on
on the
negative
prize.
stuff. Come on.
All right, sorry, keep
God
it
damn.
Okay.
Keeping a fantastic positive spirit.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's
So-
it, man.
Esther.
Oh, yeah. What are the other ones, though? I don't like to be limited in my choices.
Okay, so according to Romans 12,
This is exactly how I date. Sorry, girl.
according to Romans 12, you can open it up to prophesying, which is, he mentioned that already, prophecy, serving,
Okay.
teaching, encouraging, giving, leadership,
I just feel like I'm filled with the spirit, child.
So dumb.
Amen.
leadership, and mercy, right? Then we can go to 1 Corinthians.
Okay, let's
Right.
do it.
And we can look at the gift of, I guess, the word of wisdom, right? The word of knowledge, faith, healing, miraculous powers,
Oh, I love that.
prophecy, distinguishing between spirits. I guess that's discernment, right? Speaking in tongues
Okay.
and interpreting tongues.
Okay. I will choose healing. Yeah, I would choose healing. I would heal people.
Can I be honest? I don't think I want. I don't want that.
Wait, what did you pick?
What was it? Discernment and those two. Discernment and
Discernment, healing, teaching, prophecy.
Yeah.
I think prophecy.
Which one don't you want?
I don't want healing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a hard day in the office, but
No, this is my point, Esther.
it's a hard day in the office.
I've been working hard. All my
No,
life I had
Jay.
to fight. Yeah.
All my life,
I had to fight.
fight.
So please,
Oh, dear.
that I can imagine. I can just imagine the spiritual, but like just how. No, I think even prophecy is the same though. Let me be honest. I feel like with all of them, besides discernment, they're very selfless. Like a lot of it is based on other people, I believe. So if I had to pick one of those, I think it'd be prophecy.
Okay. How would you allow your gift of prophecy to be for everybody? Maybe just family, just for yourself. How would you use it?
Are we talking about me as I am right now?
Once you've now chosen prophecy.
If you come to beats and bands, you get prophesied on, honey.
Yeah. No, I think. Do you know what? I think it's just a case of let the spirit lead. Do you get what I mean? Like I don't think it's fair to kind of have such a
Powerful gift.
yeah, I was gonna say skill, it's not a skill. Yeah, have a gift and not share it with the world. Then God will take it away from me. He didn't give it to me for me to like gatekeep, clearly. So I would use it for what it's there for. But again, I'll just let the spirit lead, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, as opposed to, I'm not gonna create an Insta page and be like, "Hey, just doing the prophecy, like, do you know what I mean?" And start making it a business, or going on tours. Do you know what I mean, though? I'm just,
I hear you,
in this
yeah.
day and age, let's be honest. Do you get what I mean?
So if you know, you know, child.
Yeah, so but if I come across a person, if I meet someone random or like I'm in the supermarket or what, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to allow my spirit to lead,
Okay.
if you get what I mean.
So like kind of like I was gonna say Nigeria, but it happens everywhere pretty much. Or back home anyway. So you mind your business down the street, you see someone and you feel the spirits.
Yeah.
And you stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, I'll be
and
like,
then-
hi, sorry, this is so random and don't be alarmed. But you know what, I just, yeah.
Don't be alarmed.
No, because I feel like
When you turn that corner, you might die.
No, but like, do you know why I say that? Because I've had people do that to me on social media as well. But it's always been from a positive place anyway.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But it's like, do you know what, this is so random. I had a dream and you were in it and I saw this, or like I had this vision. Do you know what I mean? And I think then like, yeah.
Okay.
If you were to treat it like a business, which would make the most money, do you all think?
Healing, boy.
Yeah,
Definitely
for real.
healing.
Because you're like Africans?
No, because there's
There's a lot of
to be
healing
healed
that
in
needs,
this world.
yeah, literally, this whole world needs healing.
I guess the question would be, since most of the world need healing, does most of the world have the money to pay you for that?
We can take payment in other ways.
So you would only heal the ones who could pay.
No,
It's a
but
business.
no, but you said if it was a business. No,
I do pro bono.
but you said if it was a business. I mean,
Yeah, but your business, you can decide.
I didn't say charity.
But that's still a business.
Yeah, but no, it's not a non-profit organization. Yeah. We pay taxes over here. But yeah, I definitely think. Is this blasphemous, by the way? What we're doing?
No,
Not at all.
Okay, thank God.
TDA. God knows what we do here.
You know, it's just for content. No, but yeah, no, I don't think I'd only do people. I wouldn't do people that can't pay, but I think we can do payment plans.
You're paying other ways as well.
High purchase, HP,
HP.
high purchase.
If what was that? It was for prophecy, right? No, sorry, healing, right? If it took a toll on you.
This is what I'm saying. That will 100%.
But I wouldn't tell everyone that I'm a healer though.
But that's why I wouldn't make it a business.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with such a gift like that, it can have a lot of impact on you physically and mentally.
As in, if you touch people and they were healed, energy is drawn from you.
No, people always people always need you. That's what I'm thinking about it. Like, people always come with sad stuff and
And it's
this, and
any and
you're always
everybody.
needed.
And then remember, when you think about it, I feel like you are no longer valued as a human being. I feel like you're just valued as a
healer.
product or like a service. Do you get what I mean? Because think about it. I can even imagine like your family members, not in a rude way, but we're humans, innit? So we kind of always take advantage. Yeah. And it's less about, oh, how are you? Whatever. It's like, oh, you know what? My cat's sick. Can I bring her around?
I wouldn't tell people I have that gift though.
What have we noticed it in you?
That's your business. This is all you like. I'm not telling you. I would never confirm it. Because it will be a lot.
Okay.
But but I'll be healing for the vulnerable anyway, not any Tom, Dick and Harry. If you're going to do some foolishness, you F around and you find out.
I want to ask this question to you guys. I'm only asking it now so I don't forget. But if you were, for lack of a better word, Brent, listen as well, yeah, because I want you to answer it. If you were cursed with one of these gifts, right? I'm saying cursed for a reason. Yeah. So you couldn't control it. Literally, wherever you was, right, that gift was manifest. So like you were saying, for example...
Sorry, start again. I was reading the comments.
If you were cursed with one of these gifts...
Cursed,
yes. So you couldn't control it. So basically, it just manifests whenever it wanted to. So for example, using the example about prophecy in the supermarket, you wanted to go quickly to go and get a quick Christmas turkey and get back home, right? But you go there...
Now you're over here preaching.
And you can't stop it. Every single time you bump into somebody, you have to do it. Which one of these would you say you definitely don't want?
Healing.
Teaching.
As in, curse with teaching?
Yeah, it was your one, man.
No, what? Yeah.
Not this one.
Focus on yourself, bro.
I think it might be cool that I'm just chilling in Sainsbury's, buying yogurt, right? Alpro, cherry.
Good man.
Big up Alpro. Actually, no, don't big up. I've got gripe with them. I do.
Okay.
Serious.
I do. I keep forgetting to write to them. I'm gonna get my carrying bag and I'm really gonna do it. I'm done.
Is it the bits in it?
No, man, because they've got yogurt that's got no bits.
Yeah.
But they used to have a strawberry and banana one with no bits, and then you can go and buy peach if you wanted peach yogurt. Okay. Now they've mixed up the pack. Hella peach in my fridge. I don't want the peach.
Yeah, peach is rubbish.
It's crap.
Yeah, it is.
I want the strawberry and banana one sold in a single pack like you used to do it. Who's smart ass in the flipping head office thought this was a good idea? Now I'm out here spending money on yogurt and I'm only able to eat 2. And now it's hella. The other day I was like, oh, I really want, like, I was so excited to open the fridge. What's there? Peach. I didn't have one strawberry. I was so angry.
That's terrible.
Anyway, I need to write to them. Actually, clip this up, please, but I can tag them.
Yeah. If you
I'm really annoyed about it.
Let them know I like the cherry too. Say
Yeah,
Brett
but
likes
do they
the
do cherry no bits?
No, I want bits in it.
Oh, I hate bits, man. The only bits I can do in this life is orange juice.
Orange juice. with
Love
bits.
my orange juice with bits. Oh, it's the best
It's the
thing
only
ever.
way to have orange juice, you know.
Huh? It's the only way.
Nah, orange juice runs through my bottom.
I don't know, you're both looking at me. I don't really drink orange juice.
One
so I
time,
can't get
Marv said I was a psychopath because I said I like drinking orange juice after brushing my teeth.
Yeah, it is.
That
It's
is
crazy.
weird.
That is
Beautiful.
crazy.
Do you know why? Because
So
of the
nice.
taste. I can just imagine that
Yeah,
taste
good.
being wild.
Good things.
Just chewing keys.
Just kidding me. He's like, Ima trying to find a way to back me. He just can't. He's looking at me trying to say, he's like, it's above me.
I tried.
But yeah, man, so sorry, yeah. What was yours? What's your
Yeah,
worst thing?
so if I'm in Sainsbury's and I'm buying yogurt and then I just drop it and then like my eyes go glazed and I say, "Thou sayest the Lord." That'd be cool.
But that's what I can imagine happening. Though. You just like your body starts shaking. You know, like you're in your spirit.
But I imagine someone walking past him, and his spirit lets him know, heathen.
But I would see myself going viral all the time. And that'd be cool.
You'd be
to
worse
see.
than Dr. Umar.
But he's a character though.
Leave him like, can it stop sitting? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the one like I'll be cool with. Healing, I'll be cool with. I mean, yeah. Even if it takes from me. If
First of all,
go on.
you've answered the question wrong. It's not about which one you find the coolest to be cursed with.
Yeah, I'm
It's
running
the one that would be the most inconvenient.
Yeah, I'm running through it as to how
be
I
cursed
came up
with.
with my decision.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A
my
little
bad.
foreplay. So he
That's a laugh. I realized that sound was mad.
the healing one. I was thinking when you asked the original question. Yes, it might take from you, but what would you need to do in order to top yourself back up, right? And if, like, it would be like sucking breasts or something. That might be.
So mad. Do you know what's so mad is that when he said it, when he said it might take something from me, I was like, you know what, that's a valid point because I remember when the woman with the issue of the blood touched the hem of Jesus' garment, he felt that spirit had left him. So I was like, Then I quickly remembered he was talking. Then I knew this was going down a path. And then just as I finished that thought, he said sucking breast. I said, there we are. You are who you are.
That might be cool, right? And
Got to suck tits every time. For a random or the Heelys tits. Like who's
no.
Gosh.
That just
that ain't a problem. You never run out of that.
teaching. I could be blighted with that. It's not a blight, is it?
I mean,
That's the
would
worst
you be
thing that
able
can
to
happen
do
to me,
anything
you know?
in life? If every time you just teach people.
Oh, I'd be tired, man.
Yeah, but I
So
feel.
let's just say, imagine you're going, I don't know, to beat some bands. Let's just say you said, I'm going to take train.
Oh,
go
that's
there.
not how you do it, Gina. Imagine me telling that to Gina, the expert.
I'm like, imagine that's the last.
That's
part.
your gift.
Imagine getting there though.
Oh yeah.
You see someone struggling at the barriers. Oh, you got to teach them how to use the Oyster card. You see someone struggling to get to bloody.
Oh, it's a time drain. That might be
Oh,
that made my mind.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
mine. I would never get anything done.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I have to basically probably put on a blindfold and make my way. It's like, hey, la 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 la.
See? Long.
La 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 la.
He said, teach someone how to use it. Nah, you're not getting anything done.
Nothing. This is
You
what
will
I'm saying
never
to
get
you.
anything done. You will
And because
never
we're like-
get a damn thing done.
Exactly. and like you said, you get to beat some bands and you start telling Gina how to do certain things.
Do you know the worst thing?
Imagine.
The reason why teaching is the worst thing for me, because I just think on here, when I say things that's meant to be a throwaway comment, I end up having to defend shit. And that shit, that I just can't bothered. It takes a lot of energy. Like, I can't bothered. I can't imagine that having, like, my gift being teaching, and every time I teach,
Yep.
I know you said something there. Whew. I come across a person, I was going to give examples, but I'd rather not. But, you know who they are. God forbid I meet spirits like that, who then want to teach me back. This time it's not their gifts. So now I'm standing there doing back and forth,
Imagine.
because my gifts just wouldn't shut up.
Imagine.
Oh, I couldn't imagine anything worse. I couldn't imagine anything worse.
Anybody telling her what to do or how to do it?
No,
hear
I
that.
don't.
But mine was
Yeah.
discernment because how I picture it is there are some people that I kind of want them to be in relationships with witches because they deserve it. Do you understand? I don't want to be having to tell them, hey, that person's a witch, you know. They want bad for your life.
No, but I can ignore that. No, but I feel like with the
But you
gift,
won't be able to.
No, but I feel like with the gift, it's one of those things. Well, we watched a show one time. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, basically, you know, like those shows where you have a superpower, right? And then it tells you to do something. Oh, it was the one when the plane went missing. Did you guys watch that? The plane went missing, and then when they
Like
got back,
5
they were
days time.
years older.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. You know.
Manifest?
You manifest, that's it, yeah. So basically, you know how when they ignore the thing, it has a physical pain on them. Like it affects them physically somehow. Some people, I don't mind charging the pain. I'll take the pain. Just to see you hurt a little bit. I'll take the pain. So in my mind, that's what the gift would be like. Like if you don't act on what it's told you to do, it could, maybe you're like in distress.
Okay. So you're
kind of
doing what I'm
distress.
doing. You're making up the parameters as well.
Yeah, well, you
Alright,
open the
fair enough,
floodgates, so
fair
here we are.
Fair enough.
We're here now.
That's mine, discernment.
Okay.
So summons your curse.
Yes, no, I'll choose that one.
Okay.
As in the one you wouldn't want to have.
No, I wouldn't want to have that.
Well, you don't want to have it because
That's
you don't want
the
to help
worst
people.
The people that deserve what they have.
They deserve the day they have it.
100%. Like the Britons.
That's fair. That's fair. That's actually just fair.
100%.
On that basis alone.
Let me ask you this then. Let's just say, do you feel like, obviously it's kind of feeds off of what Esther asked initially about, is this based on any gifts you have now, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe it will kind of shape the type of choice you know,
Yeah.
thingy. What if, for example, these gifts, you couldn't talk? So let's just say, God forbid, you couldn't talk. Would that affect the gift you pick?
What do you mean you can't talk?
So let's just say, I don't want to give an example. I want to give an example after you lot choose.
So for example,
Like John the
like
Baptist
if
does.
I heal someone, I'm not telling them that I'm healing. I'm just gonna touch them and heal
Exactly.
them. Yeah.
What's it again?
You know you're evil.
Say it again?
So basically, let's say your gift is healing,
Yeah.
But you can't say to someone, I'm gonna heal you. You're just gonna have to touch them and heal them.
just
So
have to.
so if I need to heal your but question, can I
Crack
ask
your
a
hand like
question?
his cheeks.
Hello?
It could have been.
To heal you, do I have to touch the area that needs healing? Or
No,
can
I
I just
did
touch
that.
any part of your body? Like, you know what I mean? If I can touch your shoulder and that will heal whatever it is hurting, or do you get what I mean?
You've
'Cause
been in
if I
prison
feel-
more times than you're healing.
This is my
something.
point. That's why I'm asking that question
You have
because
to touch the part where you normally need permission to.
oh,
consent to.
go away.
That's everywhere.
man.
You should, even if you're gonna grab my wrist, you need permission to touch that. You can't just touch people.
Nah, you can come up to someone and say, hey, good afternoon. You just dropped something.
You can't talk.
Not me.
You can't talk, man. Remember?
You know
Oh,
what?
but-
You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna have that sign. I am a healer.
Yeah, but do you have the little cards as well?
Yes, I'll be like, I am a healer.
No. 'Cause
Today,
those people stand outside the train stations all the time.
yeah. I'm gonna.
Those babalawos, right?
Oh, okay.
Did they? I've never seen a Babylon outside.
Because they're not dressed
They
like
wouldn't
that.
allow a babalawo outside.
But people who cannot cards saying, I can heal
Oh,
you.
don't
I
do that.
can
You
give
Okay,
prosperity.
palm
design.
readers and all that.
Oh, you
that's
mean
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
They don't talk actually either. They just you know what kills me about them, yeah? They just shove the like it's so aggressive. Is that all right? Sorry.
It's the one that want to read your palms. I'm like, first of all, I'm a germaphobe. Get your hands off me. No. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I guess they are like babalawo. They're just knowing that in their attire that I'm used to seeing them in.
This is true.
So no talking,
Yes.
just touching.
Well, it depends though. It depends.
I wouldn't do
so let's
healing,
just
man.
say the teaching. Let's just say it was prophecy. You could only then, I guess, write. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd have to write something down for them.
Okay.
If it was
See,
teaching,
that won't work, man.
something else.
Yeah, but you can type it on your phone, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still your phone. You didn't hear they're stealing phones these days. Apparently, it's a whole pandemic out there in London and stuff. Then healing wouldn't be my thing then. If I can't tell people, then I'd just rather not.
Okay.
Because like Gina was saying, with the sign, if you have the sign here, people are gonna flock to you before you even get to flock to them.
Would they
But
even
also,
take you
I
serious,
think they
though?
might not even take you serious.
True.
Like the same way, let's be honest, some people you see outside who are with, and do you know why? Because there's like people that get on the trains and stuff and be like, oh, I can't speak English, or like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
step
don't-
on their foot, see how
you
they
don't,
react.
you don't pay them any mind.
Yeah.
You know if they can speak English or not.
So for me,
Because you ain't gonna spend the whole damn day writing.
Because so teaching, I can't talk to you. How am I going to teach you? So discernment it is.
I guess with teaching, you could teach by showing.
I hear it,
Do as I do.
but you can't communicate that I'm coming to teach you. Like, do you know what I mean? So for example, Brent sees someone who doesn't know how to use their Oyster card at the station, and he randomly goes, they're probably gonna scream, help, help.
No, but then I guess he would take
Oh,
out his
well.
Oyster card and be like, "That's how you do it." You know what I mean? You'd always have to demonstrate it. What if I guess you couldn't touch? What gift would you then choose?
If I can't touch,
You can't touch somebody.
discernment is perfect.
Can't touch somebody. So
I don't
can't
need to
do
touch you
healing.
to do discernment.
Oh, I do. Oh, what would I do then?
Maybe you can do healing.
Prophecy or discernment.
Okay.
Because to teach, I might have to touch.
I still don't want to teach.
But I don't. No, but I'm saying I don't. Have you noticed? I've never even swayed that way.
But you teach all the time.
I do.
And I hate it. Oh, sorry.
I teach all the
That was a
time.
crazy statement you just made.
Who?
You
Gina,
said-
it was crazy.
Do you know? Can I say what's so hilarious?
I'm not an
And let me
educator.
tell you
Of
why.
course you're an educator.
Oh.
Let me tell you why. Yeah, you are down bad. I'm not the one that said I hate it.
No, I hate it. No, I thought you said that you don't.
I said
teach.
I'm not picking teacher. I said I'm not swaying that way.
Okay.
You know what's interesting though? Is you're right because I don't see it as teaching though.
This is it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But
you're showing
but
people
it's
time, right?
different because
You're one of the greatest educators we have.
oh thank you. But I'm teaching something that I love and I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
That skill is teaching any and everything. I ain't got time for that. So if you're telling me it's a gift, I'm gonna end up teaching people things that I don't want to teach them. Then I'm no
Unless-
longer going to enjoy it. So do you get what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The reason why, the only reason why my job works is because I'm in love with what I do. I don't want to teach someone how to use Oyster card.
I hear you.
But then you'll be a very knowledgeable person, though. I'm assuming
Definitely.
if your
That's true.
gift is to teach any and everything, you will know everything. You'll be all knowing. Do you know what I mean?
Unless the information is downloaded to you only when you need to teach somebody.
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
you were talking about being cursed and me going and it coming to life.
All right, cool. So let's bring this back to a more serious thingy, yeah. So everybody, just as a quick reminder, everybody, Esther, you said healing, right? The one that you would
Yeah,
choose.
that would choose, yeah.
Gina, what did you say? Is it healing?
Where are we at? What's the question?
We're going back to the beginning. So the one that you would choose.
Discernment. No, prophecy.
Prophecy. And Ben, what was your other one?
I don't think I participated in the first question you
Okay.
asked me.
So what would you choose then?
Teaching might be one I choose.
Mm.
Yeah, because in my head it would mean I might have the wisdom of Solomon.
Mm.
Even if it only engages when it is I need it, I would still have the answer to everything
Yeah.
and be able to relay that information to
Yeah.
others, and it could be en masse.
That's one. That's literally the one I would choose as well, teaching. I think it's the most, when it comes to other people anyway, I think it's the most preventative measure. Because I feel like if you teach somebody something, especially if they really understand it and they can take it on in life, it prevents so many other things. So for example, I wouldn't need to heal you if, for example, I've taught you the type of food you need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Well, obviously it doesn't include every single thing. And I wouldn't necessarily need to prophesy in your life if, for example, I taught you a particular way of how to live your life example. You know what I mean? Because then you can kind of, you don't necessarily need to always be prepared for the downside in a particular thing because you are kind of already equipped. You know what I'm saying? With thingy. But yes, I think we can kind of wrap up there.
Lovely, thank you. Let's get into our next headlines.
so silly. I talk about Flagrant 2 a lot.
You will?
Flagrant 2, Andrew Schultz.
Okay, yeah.
Podcast.
Oh, yeah, you do,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Talk about?
No.
Yeah.
No? That's cool. I listen to Andrew Schultz all the time, right? Flagrant 2. A bunch of comedians, and they are very, very smart, witty, etc., etc., etc. They normally have guests on, and they're normally dope guests, and the conversations they normally have, they're illuminating. They had Vivek Ramaswamy on recently, and he was the guy who I'm thinking is going to be president of the United States one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so not necessarily this time around.
Not this time around because he only got 8% and he dropped out.
Okay.
And then he's back in Trump right now. But he is vying for VP. We talked about him the other day. Yeah. Anyway, I thought about that and I laughed only because the previous episode, they were talking about Ben Carson. Remember Ben Carson? How do you remember him though, Emmanuel?
To be fair, I remember him as a physician.
Can you remember when you first heard about him?
Yeah, it was a Christian doctor, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously I didn't hear about him for years. Then he came back as trying to be president, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So at the time, I think I first heard about him because my mother bought me his book. And then she was there saying, look, this black neurosurgeon, he did this and next. And they were there basically stress testing his claims that he was the first to separate conjoined twins or something like that. And then Andrew Schultz is like, yeah, I hear you if that's what the book is based on, but have you done a follow-up? Like, and how was their life afterwards? Was it cool? Or did he just chop them in half? It turned out they died. What? So he separated them, but
What was the point?
the lived experience wasn't good.
Couldn't any of us done that then?
So I'm just thinking, hey, that's valid. He might be the first to do such and such. But if they died in the end, that's not a good thing. And how can he be attributed to being the first of that? Don't hold that like it's a flipping plaque, like it's a trophy.
What if they just need to be alive for, let's just say, 3 months to qualify? You know what I mean?
I hear you, but you can't be saying that this is your claim to flipping fame and doing a book and then plastering your face over it. And then obviously when it is that he was running for president, you can see how stupid that guy was.
Oh, man.
Stupid. But anyway, I just laughed because the one thought led to the other. If anybody has the time to listen to that latest podcast with Vivek, and you guys are conspiracy theorists, you believe in the deep state, and then we talked about how is there a group of elites controlling the world. Like he breaks down he gives his take on all of that.
Oh, wow, okay.
But you will also find out how he might be the next president because of he's like a computer.
Okay.
But he can communicate things very well. Do you understand? And he speaks very well.
What's his ethnic background?
He's Indian.
Okay.
Vivek?
Indian. Vivek Ramaswamy.
I know what I'm saying, his name is Vivek.
Yeah. But check out, it's a great listen. Like, it's a great listen. Great listen.
Oh,
And
wow.
the platform that he's on, like I said, it's perfect for this particular topic because they are sharp. All of them in there are sharp. And you mix in little comedic things here and there, but it's a fantastic podcast. Yeah, man. Anyway.
Thank you for that, Brent. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So the question was, what spirit would you choose? 18% said teaching, 41% said healing, 16% said prophecy, and 25% said discernment.
Before we move into headlines, yeah, based on those results, what do you think that tells you about the majority of people? Do you feel that means that most people are natural givers? They want to help the world? Or do you feel like, what? they're thinking business-wise.
Yeah,
I could clean up.
it's a bit tricky to say. Because at what point did they vote? Did they vote when you initially asked? Until they thought, oh, I'd actually like to heal people? Or did they vote when Brent said, if you could make the most money, which one would it be? But I don't think it necessarily reflects that. I think you have to... It's people's hearts and motives is what really says who they are, not necessarily what they do.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Okay. All right. Well, our next headline takes us to Zimbabwe, where the main opposition leader has announced that he has quit his party, accusing the country's ruling party of hijacking the organisation and causing the action of his members of parliament. Nelson Chamisa, who's 45, was President Emerson Mnangagwa's main rival in 2018 and in 2023, both of those disputed elections. And in a 13-page statement on his social media platforms and on the party's page on X, Chamisa criticised the economically and politically troubled southern African country and their record of authorization. The opposition and the global and the local human rights groups have in the past accused Mnangagwa of using violence, arrests and detention to crush dissenting voices. He obviously denies allegations of clamping down on the opposition and insists that his government has improved the political environment and human rights situation. Next headline takes us to Nigeria, where, remember we spoke about Dangote and how he's done the whole oil refinery thing and all that type of stuff. Well, they processed crude oil for the first time this month, man.
Okay, good.
Marking the first operational step for this project.
I hope it will make things cheaper though. Because if it's going to be as expensive as us getting it from everywhere else, then what's the point? Definitely.
However, so even though that's happened after years of delay and cost overruns, things of that nature, what should be a moment of pride for the country's most important industrialist?
Yep, here we go. Never took light.
Is being overshadowed by a raid on his headquarters as part of a graft probe into the central bank. This poses the biggest test for his staying power after enjoying political favour for more than 2 decades, as we know. But obviously, he wouldn't be in that position if not for his links.
But anybody told you people, Dangote is still they find money, even though he's the richest man. So there's that.
There you go. So, but such a move would have been unthinkable only a few months ago under the former president, right? And this was said by one of the senior members of the APC. But a partner at SBM Intelligence Company said that for the first time in his career, there's a government in place that's hostile to him. It's unclear what will happen next. The government in place is obviously the one under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the last headline brings us back to the UK, where Labour's Shadow Health Secretary Wes Streeton said that Rishi Sunak threw away taxpayers' money as if it were confetti when he was the Chancellor. Apparently, the government writ off £9.9 billion of the £13.6 billion that it spent on PPE equipment in the pandemic due to the gear being unusable or having lost its value. Such a waste of money. Accounts published by the Department of Health and Social Care show the government has no idea exactly how much PPE it had stored. Downing Street defended the losses, highlighting the circumstances in which the procurement took place and insisted that the decision to try to secure PPE for frontline health and care workers was right. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Nice. Let's get into some word and road. Okay. So 2 days ago, the Lovers and Friends Festival, one could call it, was announced. So
that lineup is sensational.
I'll wait for it. Let's see how sensational it is in a minute. So on the lineup, it's got everybody. So obviously the biggest headliners is Janet Jackson. Actually, well, don't big letters. Let me just tell people that are going to be there basically. Janet Jackson, Lil Wayne, Nas, Ludacris, Nelly, Akon, Neo, Usher, Timbaland, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Ja Rule, T-Pain, Ashanti, Backstreet Boys, Gwen Stefani, Nelly Furtado, Ciara, TLC, MIA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of Maya.
Can I just quickly say a joke, yeah?
Yeah.
My sister was reading this out the other day, and she did something that really you need to clip this up. How can Georgia say 112 112.
What?
She called them 112. Georgia. Georgia read that list and then she goes 112.
112, you know.
And me and my friend looked at her and said, who?
Like it's emergency services.
And I said,
hear it.
Georgia, it's 112. And she was like, I don't even know who they are. I said, you do know who 112
No,
are.
but she doesn't though.
No, but
she
she
doesn't say 112.
No, but she actually does. But she was like, I was like, so you've never known that they're called 112? She's like, I've just never heard anyone say it. I said, but you read it and you said 112. Like, so.
That's not wild.
That's sweet, man.
That's not wild. I could understand 112.
No.
112?
But Brent, she knows who 112 are. I'm her sister.
This is off the back of black
She said-
information.
do you know that she's
and
embarrassed
cool,
to me?
That is wild, 100%. But I can understand that.
Because she's my sister and because my sister is an old soul for her. And like she
Okay,
listens
yeah.
to old, like, how did you get 112? Come on,
112 is funny.
George.
112.
702?
Brent.
Yeah, but
She,
you,
What are they
you're
called?
familiar.
702.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, 702, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know Georgia slander will be on this platform.
I'm not slandering her.
I just wanted
She
to say
just
that,
made me
No, that
shy in that
for her.
moment.
just in case I clip it.
You're so silly. Brandy as well will be there. Keisha Cole, Monica, Eve, Jodeci,
To Eve.
Slack. Yeah, Eve. E.
Oh wow.
Slack. Well, is black. He's supposed to be a 6.
Okay.
6 Slack. But I just like calling him Slack. It's fun. Sean Paul, Craig David, basically everybody. Rick Ross, Jeezy, Fat Joe, T.I., Mase, E40, SWV, Escape, Tank. I feel like it's everybody. The only person missing from here is Jay-Z and Beyonce. Kelly Rowland is there too. Jason Derulo's there. Method Man is there and Redman. So Jason Derulo was making me laugh because Dottie, when she was on BBC, had the funniest story about Jason Derulo, and I just can't take him seriously. She used to clown him all the time because she just finds him funny. She kind of feels like it's a joke kind of thing. And she had to interview him.
Oh,
and it was just the funniest. It was just the
I'm waiting for you
funniest.
to tell us the story.
I can't do it justice.
Okay.
I'll try and find it one day and put it in the community or something, but it's just funny. But anyways, so all the people are on there, right? Obviously, I've been seeing people say this is going to be the best thing ever. I've seen people talking about, wanting to go to Vegas for it. And what if you still want to go, actually, let me let you know the date. 4th of May. It's on the 4th of May. Cut a long story short, Mary J. Blige was the first person to be like, excuse me, I ain't signed up to this. So Mary J. Blige basically put out a statement saying, I am beyond humbled by the response from all of you about the announcement of me on Lovers and Friends Festival. Unfortunately, my inclusion was an error, as I will be busy in preparation for my Strength of a Woman Summit just 1 week later. I have the greatest fans in the world and can't wait to see you in New York in a few short months. That's Mary J. Blige. Then Dream, the Dream is on there as well, so I forgot to say his name. He then said, he also commented saying, this show will be amazing. So with the amazing lineup, unfortunately, I won't be able to perform for this year, although my name is attached. Kill it, bro. This was under Usher's comments. And then Mase entered the chat.
No one's coming.
Just wait for it. Well, we don't know. At this point, I feel like you have to be there to find out who's coming. But Mase then said as well, PSA, take my name off any and all flyers for 2024. Anybody who tries to make any deals without me physically present is not at all any official business of mine. Let it be clear, nobody has the right to talk for me. Nobody. Whether you think I know them or I have worked with them in the past or not. I don't know if Diddy was the one who signed Mase up, but Mase is saying that he's not involved. So yeah, basically artists are kind of dropping out. Well, I say artists, 3 of them are dropped out. But those are 3 big people wanted to see. But then apparently the Mary J. Blige is going now. I think she was unaware that she got signed up for this thing. Obviously, Sis
By her
being
agent
active
or
and whatnot.
whatever.
Yeah. So then Lovers and Friends posted saying, the queen of R&B herself, Mary J. Blige, we can't wait to see her perform in Vegas. Then obviously people in the comments like, excuse me, she said she wasn't coming. Then they replied and saying, yes, she will be here. She took down the post. See you in Vegas. So yeah, I guess Mary J. Blige will be there. I want to see her live. Such a powerful
Can I be
woman.
honest? She actually is amazing because the other day, I'm not saying that, I just realised, but
Yeah.
like she's got so many bangers and I was listening to
It's
like
ridiculous.
a playlist the other day and it was her and George Michael.
Oh, really?
What's the song called again?
I don't think I've heard that one.
You have It's a cover.
Oh,
Always.
that
Be
one.
loving Stevie Wonder.
I love that
Yeah.
song so
But I remember
much.
when that song came out, I used to love their version, like when I was younger.
I'm gonna listen to it.
And when I listened to it, I was just like, you see Mary, yeah? I don't think she's underrated because I do think people give her flowers, but
She's not rated enough.
She's the OG, triple
Yeah,
OG.
she is.
Like, Mary
still
J. Blige.
Yeah, but I feel like she needs to talk to her team back. I still don't understand why she has not got a boots line.
It's like, have we seen
It's crazy.
Have we seen Taraji when Taraji was saying how like when she was Cookie on
Oh yeah, she has to fire everybody.
because
Yeah.
I believe that because I'm not gonna lie, Cookie Lion, that character
The
should
fashion
have
of it alone?
should have got her a lot
The
of
fashion alone was mad. Like she did that.
No,
that was
she
a
played
character.
that role.
She played it well. She made the show.
She did, and
actually
so
made the
I
show.
think it's the same with Mary because
Yeah,
we know, like I like Thigh Highs because
I love a thigh high boot.
So do I.
It's so sexy with a nice little miniskirt on. Honey, stuck in traffic.
You're so dumb.
But yeah, man. So that's what's happening with Lovers and Friends, and then also overnight while I was minding my business sleeping. So basically, Megan Thee Stallion put out a song, right? Lovely song. They can never make me hate Megan. Like they can actually never make me hate Megan. I can't hate her. It's impossible. But anyway, so Megan Thee Stallion has got a new song out. It's called Hiss. And if you think about it, yeah, hiss, right? So obviously, snakes essentially make the hissing sound to scare off predators. And in the song, she's addressing people. So basically, she starts off the song by saying that she said, first of all, like, I don't ever need to address things. Like, I don't need to come and speak on this or speak on that. Okay, let me actually read it to you. She says, I wanna kick this shit off by saying, F all of y'all. I don't have to clear my name on anything. Every time I get mentioned, one of you gets to trend for 24 hours. You get attention for 24 hours. But she said, I'm gonna just get some stuff off my chest and I'm gonna lay it to rest. Let's go. And she did. She mentioned a few people. So she starts the song talking about how she feels like Mariah Carey. She's got all these people obsessed with her, blah, blah, whatever. But some of the parts that obviously has got the internet shaking, she said, what's it called? She said something like, one of the lines, some of the lyrics was, download JPay since your MFs got so much to say, or schedule a conjugal visit or something. There's that. These don't love Tory Lane so much. She also said, it's so funny, this one was about the man that Ramsey was coming for the other day. She said, these niggas hate on BBLs, but be walking around with the same scars.
Oof.
I love that one. That's a personal favorite, man. This is the one that obviously has now led to a rap beef between her and Nicki Minaj. So to be fair, listen to Nicki Minaj's music. Nicki Minaj has been coming for Megan in her music for a few years now, like for years now.
I didn't know that them two had beef.
Yeah, but Nicki has beef with everybody. At this point, that woman, she's fighting demons. So, cause I don't know if Megan's ever actually said anything to her. From what I know, this is kind of Megan's first time addressing her. And she very much made the addressing very clear. But in previous songs, like, what's her name? Nicki has said stuff like, oh, a horse, like, just said stuff to point to the fact that it's Megan. And obviously, Megan is friends with Cardi B. Very close friends with Cardi, right? And Nicki Minaj essentially hates anybody that is friends with Cardi B. So it makes sense why it is that, you know. And obviously, I bet when WAP was going on, she was shaking in her little boots. Anyways, right? So Megan Thee Stallion in her song then said, these hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes are mad at Megan's law. Let me tell you what Megan's law is. Megan's law essentially is a federal law.
Oh, I remember.
That requires law enforcement authorities to make information public about sex offenders. As a reminder...
Wait.
As a reminder...
Wait.
As a reminder...
Wait a minute.
Gina, as a reminder...
That's genius, though.
Genius. As a reminder...
It's genius, though. Because
Nicki Minaj's husband...
And your brother.
Sir Mr. Petty... Oh, and the brother... are convicted sex offenders. So Megan basically said... You're not mad at me. My name reminds you of the law that means your husband's business is out there, essentially. Anyways, in true rap fashion, which I think sometimes people forget this, when artists are like beefing, sometimes obviously they do take it personal. When you guys start fighting, like when Nicki and Cardi B started fighting behind the fashion show and gave each other knots on their heads and all that kind of crap, then it's like you're taking things too far. but just keeping the music and whatnot. But anyways, Nicki Minaj basically previewed a song that she's said she's going to be releasing at some point. Personally, so she was doing an Instagram live, and then she's in a studio. I think she's got a studio in a house or whatever it is, and she basically asked whoever the producer was to play the song, but she only played the intro. And in my mind, I don't think the song is complete, but she wanted to just let that bit sink in. I'm not gonna lie, kind of ate. So basically, Nicki said, "Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I told her get up on your good foot."
Oh.
Yeah. It's rap. This is what people do. You kind of know where to hit a person.
I guess
And
it's
you
like,
do.
I guess it's like battle rap, huh?
Yeah.
I ain't got the heart for that, boy, because I'm
Boy.
sucker punching you.
Boy. But then Megan then posted this meme. Do you remember when Carisha did that freestyle and she said she's got Didi? She told him, what was it? I need to remember it. Something about she basically rhymed roaches with Buenos noches. She said something about told, because it was around that time when 50 Cent said Diddy had cockroaches in his house. And what's her name? Young Miami Roaches. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah, so basically, she basically rhymed roaches with Buenos noches, and then Megan did a reaction video. Obviously, they're cool and stuff, but she did a reaction video laughing. Like, it's the funniest laughter video because she was laughing from her heart and soul. She was like, "How can you rhyme roaches with Buenos noches? Like, what's wrong with you?" kind of thing. Yeah, she said the lyrics was, "Diddy, let me put it in your face like them roaches and put their ass to sleep." Buenos noches. So basically, that's the meme that Megan then posted of her laughing.
It's her laughing, basically.
She's basically laughing at Nicki calling her Bigfoot. I'm sure she hears that all the time. The woman's 6 foot or however tall she is. Still don't know how Jordan's bagged that or climbed that. But anyways, so that's what's going on in the streets, man. And obviously, you got the people on Nicki's side, you got people on Megan's side, and people are basically saying, and then obviously because Nicki's older, and because Nicki doesn't, because essentially this is rap beef, right? But because Nicki doesn't have a good track record, always coming for rappers and whatever, and coming for the younger girls and blah, 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 whenever she releases something in response to something, people just see it as her being an agbaya. Like, you're just a bully kind of thing. So people are calling her a bully, and I don't agree with that. I don't think she's bullying Megan. Obviously, she's then gone on to start liking all the tweets and stuff, making fun of Megan, making fun of her being shot, making fun of all these things. And this is where it starts to get a little bit silly and petty and whatnot. But, well, like her husband's name. But anyway. Yeah, so people are calling Nicki a bully, but I don't think it's bullying that someone made a song about me and referenced me and Drake with his BBL, and now I'm responding to it. I have a right to respond. So we'll see what happens, what goes further. I don't think Megan's gonna respond. Cause I think Sis is just trying to move on with her album and stuff like that and move forward. She says a lot of stuff in there, and she talks about, people always got her name in their mouth and blah blah blah. And apparently she slept with everybody, and she's like, it shouldn't count on my body count if I couldn't even come back for seconds because it was that dead kind of thing. She also says about what else did she say? Then she also says something about, ever since I claimed the summer, all you bitches want a season. So she's got a song with Nicki Minaj called Hot Girl Summer. Song slaps. And then, yeah, man, she basically said a lot. Oh, I like this one as well. She said, bad bitch and the walls ain't bending. Because she edited her pictures. She said, the body that you see is real, honey. And she don't need to edit her pictures and whatnot. She also said as well, she's not addressing somebody. So she addressed like several people that basically she's seen talk shit about her, essentially. And she said she's not addressing somebody that made, that did a video dancing to R. Kelly, making him go viral. And obviously the internet been trying to find who was dancing to R. Kelly on TikTok. That information hasn't come in yet. I haven't stumbled across that information. But I like the song, man. As I said, they can never make me hate Megan. Like, they can never, ever, ever make me hate Megan. I'm here for it. Oh, and then Nicki as well, in her little thing, when she was previewing her intro to the diss track that she's got apparently, she basically said, got 3 Grammys and still can't rap on beat.
Oh, damn. They're going for each other. They're going for each other's juggling.
Nicki is funny. And when Nicki cusses, because someone brought up, someone was like, first of all, you lot are saying, like, someone did a callback. And someone said, don't you remember when Nicki called Lil' Kim the stunt double to Michael Jackson's monkey? Nicki is very school ground, like very playground, school time, your mama type of insults when she gets in her bag. I thought that was funny, man. But because obviously that's Megan's style of rapping, but I think it's funny. It feels friendly. I think as long as people don't meet each other at events and start clocking each other and embarrassing themselves, I'm here for the beef, man. Everyone release your music. Give me something to listen to in the gym. I'm here for it. But yeah, man, that's all I have for you guys today. Very nice, short, sweet, and funny. Let's get into People's Journal.
Who do you think would win in a proper lyrical?
I think Nicki was smoke.
I think Megan.
Really?
Yeah, Nicki.
I think
Respectfully, I think when Nicki had Safari on her team, she was, but her lyrics, it's not hitting like that, if I'm being honest with you.
Can I be honest? You know what
Safari
it
on the
is?
team, as in Safari was writing the lyrics?
Yeah, everyone knows this.
What?
Safari used to write Nicki's music.
But
Well, not like all of it, but
Yeah.
like he contributed to her artistry.
Was that like super early in the career? Or is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, because they were together for like over 10 years or something like that.
Safari was ghostwriting for Nicki.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't ghostwrite. He told everybody. Told everybody I would listen.
Jeez.
That's the selling point.
Christ.
Remember, like Esther said, not everything though. So
Not
like, you know,
everything, yeah.
remember like that verse on Monster? That was Nicki.
How do you know?
That was Nicki.
How do you know?
I heard Rick Ross saying that that he saw her writing that in the studio.
Nicki-
this Safari stuff is spinning me. I didn't know
How
Safari
did you
was a
not know that?
ghostwriter.
Everyone knew.
Everyone knows.
I don't-
Safari is
I
a good
think
writer. He just can't write for himself. It's like Tiger. Tiger on features goes off. When Tiger's featuring on a song, off. But when Tiger has a solo song, Lord, it's a hit or miss. But no, Nicki can write. Like I would never, like no one can ever deny that. Sis can rap. But I just think that, do you know what it is with Nicki? Nicki focus, and this is why, like, because I used to be a barb. Like, I love Nicki down. Like, the last album I have, like a physical copy, is Nicki's 2014, The Pink Print.
Okay.
Like, and it was gifted to me because that's, like, I really love Nicki Minaj, right? But I think with her, what I don't like about her is that I feel like she never really realized her greatness. She's too focused on other people. You know when you're running a race here, when you look back, it slows you down. Nicki spent so much time looking back and not realizing that all the other rap girlies that were coming to the scene were respecting Nicki. Like, she was on their list of people they're looking forward to working with, but she never carried herself in that same regard. Like, there's a saying in Yoruba where it's like, if people hold you in esteem, you have to hold yourself on that level. But she never did that, and so because she didn't do that, she focuses so much on all these bitches is my son's rap, and like there's nothing wrong with that. It slapped at the time, it slapped, but it's like she's so focused on everybody else winning that she fails to see how that she's miles ahead of people, and so because of that, it's kind of slowed her down. Where it's like she's not delivering at the level that she really could be, because then she started beefing everybody, started beefing all the DJs. Then now they're all what's it called, blackballing you or blacklisting you and stuff like that. Like, I feel like she's just been focused on the wrong thing for a few years. And then it's like when we thought, Nicki's coming back, she went and married this man. So it's just like, yeah, so that's what I feel like with Megan. I feel like Megan is very witty with how she talks and the things that she says. That I honestly think that, because even with Nicki, people have been saying Nicki hasn't, people want the Pink Friday and like the Pink Print Nicki back in terms of that was rap. She ain't been rapping like that. Like, I miss when Nicki used to have like 5 different voices on there because she wanted to do theatre. I miss when she like brought her creativity into that, when we would hear Nicki Minaj, then you hear the Harajuku Barbie, then you hear Roman. Like, she was very creative with her rap and like the bars were hitting. Now it just feels very like, okay, because this whole Bigfoot thing, it's a nice diss, but I don't have expectations for when the full track comes out, because you're gonna start strong, but you're gonna maintain that throughout the song. So I actually think I feel like Megan could actually smoke it. When you listen back to when Megan was starting out, because Megan as well, she grew up on all the used up favorite rappers and like men's typical favorite rappers. The old heads, that was what Megan grew up on. And her mum and her family, I think her mum and dad, or definitely her mum anyway, was like a manager to like one of the old rappers and stuff. So she grew up in that. So the way, like, do you get me? So when you listen to, when I see old videos of her rapping, I'm just like, wow, this girl is sick. Like, she's been working her craft for years. And I think with Nicki is just Nicki spends so long focusing on other people that it's just like, I don't have much expectation. Like, she came out with an album. I haven't finished listening to it. Not because it's dead. I keep hearing it's good reviews, but nothing has captivated me like that to listen to. Like, the other day I thought, let me listen to is it Lola Brooke? Is she the little one? Yeah, Lola Brooke. I thought, let me listen to her. I'm a fan. She's a sick rapper. But again, I was at the gym. Because you know when you're at the gym, something you want stuff you're familiar with that can get you going. But I thought, let me listen to this girl because I've got one of her songs on my playlist. I thought, let me actually go and listen to the full body of work. I was hooked from track 1. I was like, no. I started going back because she's that sick. But like with Nicki's album,
she's worth listening to. Yeah?
She's worth listening to.
She's hype.
She's sick.
Right,
like
cool.
she's really good. Like she's really good. Really, really good. But when I listen to Nicki's, I just haven't finished the album. I might go back to it at some point. But I actually feel like Megan could smoke Nicki. I'm never gonna lie to you.
Well, I have to believe you now because I found out today, 26th of
Safari.
January, that Safari was writing the bars. I never knew this.
Yeah, but didn't
But remember some bars.
Nah, sorry.
You don't care.
This is crazy to me.
But you don't. But you remember, you didn't give what do you call it? You didn't say the same thing about Drake.
What did I? Let's talk.
I was gonna say Kevin Hart.
Oh, right
Because
then.
when I told you Kevin Hart's jokes
this-
being read by his wife, you were shocked.
I'll go back to that just now. What you just said was wild.
Tell me why.
Because I know that he has taken a couple reference tracks
Okay.
and taken like a couple refrains and built a song around it.
Okay.
That was the guy who either he
Quentin-
lost a limb.
yeah, Quentin
I
Miller.
don't know who the guy was,
Yeah.
right? But he made an entire album or mixtape from that, and they gave him props for it. Yeah. But how was that the same as this?
But how is it different though? Because remember, if you've now, the way I see it is this.
But
yeah?
what you're saying is that he took the entire thing that Quentin did and just repackaged it and put it out there. He didn't do that.
No, but that's considered writing though. Like Quentin Miller wrote pretty much an entire verse for Drake.
When you
It's not just one, two lines,
Stop.
I'm listening, go.
Stop. When
Go.
you said he wrote an entire verse for him,
Yes.
what was the verse you're talking about?
I can't remember offhand.
No, don't do that.
No,
Don't
no,
do
because
that
you know
now.
I'm not a- I'm
because
not a
at the
thing.
time we were
Let me
having this
try.
back and
Let
forth.
me try.
Please.
What's the tune with Meek? I can't remember. If you can Google it, right? Or Bard it, right? Tune with Meek.
Was it Drake?
Yeah.
The diss to Meek.
No, they had a tune together.
Who?
Oh, was it? It was on the Champions.
Drake and Meek and featuring Drake.
It wasn't on Champions. That Champions.
Is it
album.
It's not back to back. Back to back.
No, back
No,
was
no.
was a diss track.
They had the
No,
same tune together.
it's
Oh, I
it's
have
not
it,
called back
actually.
to back. It's the bit that I'm
it
talking
Rico?
about.
it
No,
Rico?
No, it's
just put it. I go
No, Going Bad. Going Bad.
That's
Going
it.
Bad.
And I
Yeah.
said back
The
to
other
back.
one? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So one of them tunes anyway.
Yeah, that one. Easy, yeah.
Okay, might be that one.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
How old is that?
Bad bitch was illegal.
I don't know.
She said, "Oh, you rich, rich."
Oh yeah.
Wish
Wish I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the it might be that tune, right? No, yeah, okay, yeah. Going Bad or Rico, whichever one, right? Quentin Miller wrote that. Brent. I'm pretty sure he wrote that entire verse. That one, yeah. Yeah. That's one.
Wait, don't just say that.
What happened?
I'm open
No, but I don't
for
have
you
proof with
showing
me,
me.
though. I
I
don't
beg
have
you,
proof
give me
with
the proof.
I
Give me
don't-
the
no,
proof.
but I don't have it
So
right now, though.
he's just said, thank you very much for this verse. I'm going to now rap it.
Burn.
Yes.
This is crazy.
Oh wait, no.
Yes.
Is there a charger?
This is crazy. There's a
Go on.
charger here.
No, it's fine.
What do you need it for?
And also, Brent, yeah. You're saying that's crazy. What would make you say it's not crazy? Would half a verse still be crazy to you? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like what would be your threshold? So let's just say I was wrong and it wasn't the entire verse.
So
would you
all
say
right.
is
So
still crazy?
my claim in the first place wasn't that Drake has never used lyrics to sculpt or structure a tune. That's never been my claim.
Cool.
At that particular Quentin Miller thing, I put my hands up and said 100%. I know that, but he gave him credit on the thingamajiggy. And I've seen references where that's there. He flipped it. He made it a little hook, and he added onto it. That I said, all right, cool, lovely. But to suggest as though he is not the one of the greatest writers or MCs, and that's what we were talking about. We're going back and forth, and you're like, you can't rate him as the greatest MC because he's collected stuff from Quentin. Do you understand? That's the argument we were having.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Brent. I'm saying though, you have to use that same argument for Nicki though, because is it fair to now say Nicki's maybe not as good as she is now that you've heard the Survivors?
I have heard about the Quentin and Drake stuff, and before Quentin and Drake, I didn't hear that he was collecting help. right?
Yeah.
So I had time to get used to it and
Okay,
basically
cool.
rationalize where I was going to stand an argument, obviously. Yes. Today is when I found out that Safari was writing bars for Nicki.
Yeah, but
Just that. And I've always thought Nicki was one of the waviest
Yes.
penners
She still is,
out
though.
there. Don't talk to me like that. Sorry. No, because Safari doesn't even flipping look like a flipping bars. He doesn't look like somebody who you would take bars from. This is pissing me off. Especially now I have to question Monster.
no, you can't
No,
question
no, no,
Monster.
no.
That's
Shut up,
very-
shut up,
No, you can't.
That's very unfair.
No,
No,
but
that's
let's-
not fair.
But
That's
can we
not fair.
admit
Don't do
Monster is one
Yeah,
of
but
the
a lot of
hardest?
people-
100%.
No, but Monster, she wrote that
Did
herself.
she really write it?
No,
She
she
did.
did.
That's
How
why
do you know?
Kanye tried to
Because
not put it on
Rick
the
Ross
song.
said so.
Kanye not tried to put it
You know how
on the
many
song.
times Rick Ross looks at the
Kanye.
camera and lies? And he lies.
Yeah,
He looks at the camera and lies to you. Straight.
No, that one, no. Nicki is still like great because after she broke up with what's it
She
called?
can't be that great. You're saying that Megan will beat her, and Megan is nowhere
but
near
Megan-
her, in my estimation. But
that's
no,
fair,
she
and
is.
that's- but
Because
that's
she doesn't
fair.
write her own raps.
Not necessarily. I didn't say the reason why Megan would is because Nicki doesn't write her raps. I'm saying Nicki has fallen off over time because Nicki's worried about the wrong things. So if she's gonna have a battle with Megan, I don't think she's gonna come with anything substantial. That like I don't think she's gonna come with anything that's great great lyricism that's going to beat Megan. It's gonna be a popularity contest. It's gonna be the Barbs It's gonna be a whole thing about Nicki's been in the industry for so long. Megan just came the other day, as if when people discovered Megan was when she started rapping. Sis has been doing it for years. Do you get what I mean? So that's what it's gonna be, and people are not gonna listen with objective ears to understand Megan. I feel people are saying Nicki and Megan, but people are just thinking because it's Nicki Minaj in the conversation, automatically Megan is gonna get smoked. And what I'm saying is that that's not the case. The girl is talented. You just don't want to hear it.
Are you seeing it almost like a great boxer no longer in their prime?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly how I'm seeing it. Yeah,
And that happens though, right? You can't always
Yeah.
be. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be.
Because if you tell me Nicki and Cardi, Nicki's gonna finish Cardi. But again, it's the fact that Megan is a good boxer, but Nicki's a great OG boxer. But just because she's an OG doesn't mean that someone else can't come now
and knock her for a spot.
and knock her out. It's possible.
100%. But I guess we can say, I mean, Pusha was minding his business all the time. He wasn't putting up stuff, right?
Who?
Pusha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Drake said, me shake a cater a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then how did it end?
Who are you saying is the OG there?
For sure.
Pusha.
He
Exactly. But
annihilated him,
the
right?
issue is that in comparison to what I'm saying about Nicki Minaj, Pusha wasn't spending time
And
worrying
Pusha
about
writes his own bars. Fair enough.
No, forget all that.
Right.
Forget all that.
You don't have to elaborate. Pusha writes his
You
own
don't
bars.
know if it's
Nicki
on your head
doesn't.
today.
Nicki doesn't.
Stop it. Basically, right, with Pusha though, this is the point I'm making, is that with Pusha didn't spend time criticizing every new person that's coming along and worrying about where they are on the charts and like when they win some kind of award, Pusha's now tweeting saying, "Oh, I did it first." Da, 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 da. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, Nicki comes across as a mean-spirited person. So that's why I'm saying that because she's like that, because she spends so much time focusing on other people, she's focusing on them for the wrong reasons. She's got a whole song with Megan, you know. As in, they actually have a whole song together. Clearly, you thought Megan was great, which is why you still had a song together. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But I think because Megan is new and because Megan's had all that whole thing with Tory Lanez and da-da-da-da, people kind of just discredit. If you listen to Megan, this girl can rap. She can really rap. Do you get what I mean? So, there is that.
Is Cardi?
Cardi is good. I'm not even gonna lie. Cardi's good. I'm just saying, I think with Nicki,
She's not a penners.
who Cardi?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I don't think Cardi's not on
Like
like
lyricist like that.
she's not. No,
Okay.
I feel like what Cardi's got
She was still
6
smoke Megan,
taglines. Huh?
She will still smoke Megan though. 100%.
Who, Cardi?
100%.
Yeah, okay. Can I
I
be
don't know
honest?
about that.
You know
I
what
think-
I
I
think
think
it
we're
is
neck
with
and-
me,
neck and
yeah? I think Megan's good, but like I don't like her flow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't like how she flows. That's why I think Nicki will smoke her, because I prefer when Nicki's in her bag. I feel like she's hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not saying that Meg can't go hard, but her flow just always throws me off.
Yeah.
And no, let me not say it. It's fine.
That's
Go
it.
on.
No.
I see you already here.
That's
I
okay.
will clip you.
No, it's fine. It's okay. You know what it is? It's like, you see E40, yeah? His flow grinds my kids.
You know what?
I'm not comparing
I hear
it,
the argument.
but do you understand my
I hear the
argument? It's
argument.
very,
Yeah.
it's
I
a bit
know,
obtuse.
yeah.
You got no variety.
So
man.
I feel like that's how I see
Entertain me, don't
Megan.
just go-
But you know
She's
what?
quite
That is fair.
obtuse.
Like, I think that's where people kind of, if you don't like her flow,
Yeah.
you don't. People don't bother listening to her. And
That's
because,
what I'm saying.
But the issue is that because people don't like her flow, they're now just saying that Nicki's gonna smoke her. But you haven't listened to the lyrics and you haven't listened to the thing that she says to know whether, like, what level she's on. Because you know who's also a good rapper? JT.
I think JT's good.
JT is sick.
But
JT is a sick
Young
rapper.
Miami needs to...
No, but she's a podcaster.
No,
What's it called?
because
She
my
ain't trying
thing
to
is,
be a rapper.
I always think, how do you not hear the... Like, why are you faster than the beat?
No, but Young Miami said in many interviews she never wanted to be a rapper. Like, making music was a fun thing for her, but she did it for her friend.
I hear it,
And I
but
love that
then
for her.
do you not have ears?
No, she's gotten better though.
Because-
when you
because we
listen
could-
to
because-
Act Up,
We can always... Is it Miami? And I'm like...
exactly.
I'm
But
like, I'm like,
but when
sis,
you
where
listen to Act
going?
Up, no, she's improved though.
Yeah, but where
Like
was
a
you
lot.
going? Where was you going? And that's one of your biggest tunes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Where was you
And
going?
that's the thing they say. If I can rap like that, and it's my biggest tune. Don't touch me.
She's,
I did that.
Young Miami's the actor, right? The one
No, she's the one that was dating Diddy, Carisha.
Yeah, the one that.
Oh, yeah,
Please,
she was
do
actor.
not
Yeah,
give
yeah.
her that title.
I'm trying.
She's an
Just
actress.
being nice.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I think the girlies can rap, man. They can, and yeah, but
Okay.
it will be interesting to see what. But unfortunately, I just wish Nicki would carry herself like the legend that she actually is, but she doesn't.
Yo, from the chat, it seemed like an open secret that Drake has been borrowing bars forever.
I've been telling you, man. I told you, man.
But it's crazy.
Hey,
What?
You didn't want to accept it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Maybe I had to adjust my position. Maybe I should start saying, because he's so clear, right? He's like, why am I working anymore?
Nah, man.
Why am I
Nah,
working
man.
anymore? Right?
No.
'Cause-
There's no rap.
Wait.
I never said that in song before though.
Listen. I can't rate a man who teases stuff.
Okay.
Right? And I know some people be saying that's what happens all the time. I hear you. But I'm a purist. So give me the evidence that an entire body of work was just gifted to him and he just flipping, all right, let me just karaoke it. And then I'll remove him from the greats. I'll remove him immediately.
I don't know if you did this intentionally, so I'm not gonna say you did.
because
But you said body of work.
remember
No one said body of
like
work.
I'll try it. I'll try it. So listen. Remember the time when Jake was going back and forth with Pusha,
Yes.
where you and I had a debate about who's gonna win and who's the best and this, that, and the next, and I was trying to tell you that him bowing out wasn't that he knew that he was going to get continually smoked, right? And you're like, no, I could believe it because I could believe it. And then you said, nah, the reason as to why is I am in two minds is because Drake don't even write his own raps at times. I was like, what? What are you saying? So you use that to basically measure that particular battle, and I didn't like that. Do you understand? And I believe that he wrote every single last word of that back and forth.
Okay.
Right? So I was basing it on that merit alone. But I could understand you now saying, yep, right in the back of my mind, I always know I have to question whether it's his or not. Do you understand? I need to basically revisit this. Because I'm not stubborn enough to basically move away from this particular point. Only because I thought that it was just a case of, I've heard the references. And he gave credit to him. So it's like, let's do a little collabo, right? Y'all want something, so here you go.
Although in rap, we don't collab like that.
Yeah, I hear you, right? And then you like, Nas never basically took any bars from anybody. And then you said also, quoting somebody is not the same thing. You said that.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
a lot of the rappers have done that.
Yeah.
Even Jay-Z.
Yep.
A lot. And you said it's not the same
That's
thing.
not the same. It's not the same.
I hear you. But how come he can't say that he quoted Quentin did?
Nah, he didn't quote it. Quentin's no one to quote.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Anyway,
it's a business, man. It's a business.
I hear you. And that's maybe why it is that he shouldn't really be saying he's the best MC then.
This is it.
Or maybe he should say he's the best MC who's been able to deliver what he's received. Maybe that's what he should. He should make a new category.
Or just leave him as artist. Because the artist.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He realizes that that's nothing compared to when it is way in a room with barras. Yeah, so you're the artist. Nobody respects that. Just that he wants the accolade of, hey, I'm better than all of y'all.
But
and then they're like, are you really?
Who's
right? Who's rap you got in your pocket, mate?
This is it.
That's a dangerous territory. But you see how it is. I could change my mind about some. Y'all are not looking to be open with MJ though. That's crazy to me. I'm willing to change my mind.
The way you're able to bring
him.
The way
but
you're able
y'all
to,
are stuck on this MJ thing.
The way you're able to bring every conversation back to
I
Michael
need
Jackson
them
needs
to understand. I'm not this rock, this mountain that wouldn't move if new information comes to me, and it's you can prove it.
But there's been no new
just show me.
information
And
for us.
what do you talk? What?
We feel as though there's been no new information, no new evidence.
The information I give to you, you say you're not looking at it.
You ain't never giving us the information.
What are you talking about?
You keep saying,
As
oh,
God
you can do
is
this.
my witness right here.
You always say, no, if you go to Google, you can do this.
No. Because what? Just the other day, Mark was there on his flipping podcast screaming the same thing. I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to send you some stuff. Mark said, I ain't reading it. Blatantly,
I've heard that a few times.
I ain't reading
When
it.
he said he's going to send stuff, people are like, I'm not going to say who, but they're like, I'm not reading that, I'm not watching it, don't send me that crap.
February, you guys, we revisit it because we'll be talking about it on TDA. When the court things come back up, February, they're going to be, the High Court is basically, revisiting.
Why are you keeping up with MJ? Are you alright?
To be honest, I'm not. People send it to me. I don't know why they send it to me.
Because they know you're the ringleader of the MJ hate fan.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that for?
Because the High Court said the lower court should never thrown it out.
Whew. It's gonna be a hot
Yeah,
month.
but 2024, we've heard that 2024 is a year of exposure.
Not in the month of lovers.
There you go.
Boy.
Morning, caller.
Morning, Ramsey.
No, what's going on, you lot?
Can you speak to your sins?
Oh.
I didn't talk about Michael Jackson, bro. I didn't call to talk about Michael Jackson.
I didn't know. I'm not talking about Michael Jackson, bro.
What about your sins
The stuff
of
you
when
said
you
to
were
us.
under the bus
me
this
and
morning?
Gina?
Wait, I can't hear everyone. What's going on?
Imagine.
We're jumping you
Can't hear
virtually.
now.
Of course you can. How convenient.
It's a remote jumping.
Right,
Brent
what's
basically
up?
told
What's going
us that you sent a clip to him and said that this will prove the girls wrong.
No. You gonna listen to what Brent's saying? Are you not mad?
First of all, don't gaslight me. It's about you.
I will happily send you all the screenshots of the conversation. The
So what
guy's
happened
chatting
then?
shit.
Well, do it on
I
the phone.
said-
You're here right now. Go on. Introduce it.
Alright, boom. Hold on, let me see it. Have you seen the clip?
No, we haven't.
Have you what?
Alright, boom.
Haven't seen the
So
clip.
it's Dave Chappelle basically saying that he didn't agree with the way Cat Williams spoke about about other black comedians, right? He said we should have done it in private. So I said, all right, cool. That's a good point. I said that's a point that was missed because even I didn't think about that. So let me find it.
If anything, that proves us right then, doesn't it?
That's where he started, yeah. And I told him that
No, Brent. No, you said your part. You're trying shit. And I'm here
that's
I'm here
nice.
to prove it wrong.
Read our exchange.
I am. So he said, yeah. So Brent said, yeah, I saw this. You found the one about MJ yet?
So you're doing.
So I said, that's a point none of you explored though. He said, what was there to explore? Why he didn't talk about white men that wore dresses. I said, no, the fact that he weighed heavy on black comedians, pretty much tarnishing other black artists. Brent said, was it the white men that were cutting him in public or the black men? Then I said, maybe this argument isn't for you and should be directed at Esther and Gina. He said, oh. I said, I'll call back to the debate they had with Marx. He said, as in airing out dirty laundry in front of whites. I said, yeah, or not holding black people accountable in private, which was the argument. He said, mind you, this is where Brent was talking shit. Mind you, what they'll say is that it's the angry black woman trope, what they were protecting the fellow black women from. I said, would be very interesting though. He said, yes, very antagonistic. I said, not at all, just another point to debate. That was it. Then he said, LOL, I'm going to tell Esther and Gino what time you're on. He's chatting shit.
But what did he say that I didn't say? What did he
You
say
know
that I
what?
didn't say?
I'm not involved anymore.
It's fine, y'all.
Y'all lost me.
Y'all heal. It's Friday. My brain can't compute. Wait, do I have sweat patches?
Beige bastard.
That's when we're in college to the gym, you know. It stresses me out.
Beige bastard is
That's in college
crazy.
to the gym.
What, sweat patches?
It stresses me- I'm like, I'm here to sweat. All right.
Did you
fair
call
enough.
up for a reason?
To cuss you out?
Hold on, sorry, my phone bugged out. What did you say?
Did you call up for a reason?
And I said to
Oh
cuss
yeah, it
Brent
was
out.
about Drake. You kind of killed it. No, not really. This Brent kind of killed the
Get
vibe
off
now.
then.
I was gonna talk.
Ah.
Yeah, you fucked up, man. All right, love you, lot.
Bye.
Oh man.
Anyway, Wedding Road is done. What's the poll say? Have you concluded that? I actually don't care. I'm just trying to be fair.
So the poll says, in its truest form, that 72% believe that Nicki Minaj would smoke Meg Thee Stallion.
Nice. Love that.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Because I've not listened to that Nicki. Sorry, not Nicki.
Megan.
Megan.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Jeannie, you only brought up E40 is kind of like a example, yeah. But is her flow that unorthodox?
No, it's.
I don't think it is.
I don't think
it's
it-
not
no,
an
it's-
assault to my
it's-
ears.
It's not. It's not her. I know what I mean.
Okay, cool.
If you listen to her, Brent, you know what I mean, though, innit?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, first of all, you're loud.
Uninspiring.
Oh, serious?
What? Meg Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
You've heard Meg Thee Stallion rap.
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't heard her.
What
like
the
that.
hell?
I
Yeah.
think maybe
I may have heard
it might
maybe
even be
one,
just
two,
her
maybe.
like
I
Texas
couldn't
When you
twang
say
as
that, yeah,
well.
but when you say that, are you listening to WAP? Are you listening to Body, Yoddy, 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 Yoddy?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you listen to those ones because those are fun songs she's made. And in the same way, Nicki Minaj was flipping rapping about what's it called? What she's telling people to do, starships were meant to fly. So people cannot bring up fun songs in a conversation about rap. Have you listened to her actual rap songs, or you listen to the ones on TikTok?
No, listen to the album.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Listen
fair.
to the album.
That's fair.
But she ain't got range like that.
I don't think her fair. I don't think her what's it called? Her rap, her flow is unorthodox. I don't think it's like, oh my gosh, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard. But I just think it's you either like it or you don't like it. But that's the thing with music, you either like it or you don't like it. There's people that find J. Cole absolutely boring, but I find J. Cole very inspiring and I love the man. Do you get what I mean? So I just feel like with music, it's you either take to it or you don't take to it. Because the same way, like this music that people like, and for the life of me, I just can't get into it. Doesn't mean the person's shit. It's just I just can't get into it. It's not my flavor. I think that's what it is, really.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Has the thing been thingied already?
No, he has not. Still on Wedding Road.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. I've got a few things to go through today. Lloyds, which I believe is the biggest mortgage lender in the country, have announced that they're going to be cutting 1,600 jobs. This is,
That means they're closing more stores. Actually, maybe not.
No, you hit the nail on the head, man. Basically, they're focusing more so on the online banking side of things.
They are, you know, they're really like they because I use Lloyds and they're really going for it. Like I can even view. Did I say this out loud? Probably not. Never mind.
But yeah, that's basically what the situation is, man. They're doing the whole online banking thing. Everyone is obviously, but they're focusing a lot more on it. So they're cutting jobs in the whole the branch area of things, right? They are putting out 830 new roles. So that's going to be part of that strategy, which results in a net reduction of 769 jobs. But of course, those it's not like those people are necessarily just going to be shifted.
over,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So bear that in mind, guys. But that's a little something about Lloyds. Next thing I wanted to mention is the average asking rent outside of London hit a record high, man. £1,280 per month towards the end of last year. This was according to Rightmove.
And that's why before one room that has a toilet in it. No.
This is, bear in mind, this is outside of London. Outside.
You know what I heard this morning? They said that rent in London now has gone up to 2,600. I think 2,600.
And it'd be a little cubicle.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, man.
Isn't it then cheaper to kind of get a mortgage? Obviously, deposit and stuff
the
aside.
issue.
It probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've always wondered with the whole mortgage stuff, how difficult they make it, like the hurdles you have to go through. Because I feel like a lot of people can afford the monthly repayments of a mortgage. Most people can, but the process to get it is what is
It's difficult.
very hard, like deposit,
Good credit.
credit, borrowing, all of that stuff. But it's like, but if you're doing it, if you're putting it based on that to the basics of okay, cool, every month you need to pay whatever, most people can afford it.
Yeah.
And probably end up spending a lot more on rent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I tell people, like, as much as getting a house or, you know, getting a mortgage can be seen as a good thing, I think you have to ask yourself why you want to get it. You know what I mean? Like most things in life, I guess, innit? Because a house can really pretty much is a liability. It's not making you money.
You got to pay for stuff all the time.
You know what I'm saying? And if you can rent a place, perhaps, let's just say it was the average, which is 1,300 per month, right? Just on the outskirts of London, instead of renting and paying 2,500 in London, you can use that excess to do something else, to invest and make more money instead of owning a house for the sake of saying you own a house.
Yeah, that's a word though, because I'm like, owning a house is it's not a goal of mine. It's just not something I'm like. It's not a goal. Yeah. It's not a life goal of mine because I don't have an issue with renting. Mm-hmm. And when my friends that own houses, it's a lot, man. Mm-hmm. I just pop in to say hello and have dinner, take some takeaway. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll see you soon. But it looks like a lot. But obviously, it's a great achievement if you can do it. But I feel like where I'm at in my life right now, it's not a goal of mine like that.
I think that's good, man. It's testament to you obviously thinking about what you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time, like you've said many times on the show, we kind of just want things because that's what we've been taught to want. You know what I mean?
Word.
Funny enough, even another expense which goes into owning a house, even renting, to be fair, council tax. So Northern Business Group pretty much have suggested, well, a group representing Northern businesses, right? Which is they're known as NPP, the Northern Powerhouse Partnership. They're pretty much campaigning or putting out there anyway to the government to rethink the whole council tax bans. So basically, this whole council tax bans things is based on something that started way back in bloody 1991 or something, early 90s, right? And this was based on the property's values then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every now and again, you can apply to your council to get certain things rejigged, calculated, if they see fit. But it's still based on the banding back then. So this is why you can get a situation where people who live in some place which is not really desirable, paying twice as much council tax for a property in bloody Westminster.
That's mad.
Which is worth millions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're basically saying this thing is it's not fair. It needs an overhaul. And that's basically what they're kind of pushing for at the moment. So hopefully, you know, the government actually look into that because it really doesn't make sense. Next thing I wanted to mention is almost 10 million people in England can no longer access free NHS earwax removal services.
I've been wanting to do that, you know.
It's not going to be free. Not anymore anyway.
That's crap. I've heard that, but I've heard mixed reviews. I need to look into it myself actually. But 10 million people is a lot.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's basically the it being free is just going now. So basically, what they're saying is a lot of that service basically, which you can get via the NHS, is no longer available. Long story short, that's pretty much
cheeky because they didn't even advertise it was available. I'm really annoyed about that.
But yeah, man. And
one of the reviews.
I've heard that it's not good to take it out or something like that.
What, your earwax?
Yeah, that's true.
Is it? Why?
Yeah.
Because it's used as it's meant to be protective.
Yeah, basically.
Protecting your eardrums and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do it maybe once or twice in your normal, in your good years in life, if that makes sense.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Yeah, people only look to do it when it gets blocked.
Yeah.
Because you're normally pushing wax into your ears and it blocks the canals and drums, and then
it looks so lit there. I've watched the videos. There's weird videos I like watching.
Do you watch ingrown hair videos?
Yes.
Oh, I saw. Do you know one I saw the other day? Yeah, I was just like,
it's so nasty.
It was so thick. No, you're disgusting.
What?
Esther's getting turned on.
It's making a
salivate.
You know what it is? Yeah, it's not because I want to eat it, but it's you know some things just I'm so engrossed in it. I don't care about please.
Ingrown hair videos are insane though. They
the way you know it's when it just
mind. Have you seen it
out.
when and then sometimes like you can take out a small hair, fair enough, but I'm sure. Listen, the one video I watched, see the hairs that came out. I didn't understand.
You don't know, yeah. It's so much hair living on the skin.
It was thick.
Thick as heck.
She had a whole track.
Girl.
Crazy.
You're dumb.
No, she literally had a, no.
I love stuff like that. Even like, what's it called? Blackheads as well. That's a good one as well. When you get the blood and nips up.
Yeah, but I've heard it quite a lot said from women that they like those types of stuff, and I never understand why.
Do you know I love watching as well? Carpet washing. It's like when I do industrial carpet washing. Oh,
What?
I remember I said this on Meet Us After 7 and Yusuf sent me videos. He was like, look. They basically, it's like they just spread out the whole thing and they've got like this power machine, water machine, yeah. And it's just, mouth again. It's just the way the water just swooshes over his, and then you just see this proper like dirty carpet just be clean. Oh,
I think I need to find
I might be a
thing.
carpet washer.
Is it because you're a germphobe and so you like it being clean, things being fixed?
No, not just that. It's just nice to watch. It's very soothing to watch because I watch like I listen to like sounds of like the ocean and beach waves and rainfall and stuff like. I'm baby, I got range. I got range. Disgusting things, nice things is all great.
Well,
Yeah, I've overshared this morning, so there's that.
but yeah, man, like Brent rightly said, a lot of the time, people just putting earbuds in, trying to clean their ears, but they're just pushing the airwax in there.
I do that way.
And you get to a point.
Pushing airwax in it.
Basically, they say you can't really clean. You're not really cleaning it because the way people, I guess the technique. What you end up doing, rather than cleaning it, you're actually pushing it in.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, and you're pushing it all the way to the eardrum. Get to a point where I guess it can harden and then just you can't hear properly, pretty much.
That happened to me once though. But then I went to GP. I panicked. I literally thought I was going deaf because it literally went from 0 to 100. I woke up one morning and I was like, I can't hear it out my left ear.
Yeah.
I went to my GP.
Yeah.
He said it's just wax build up, babes.
Yeah.
What did they
And
just
then he
as well?
gave me ointment,
Yeah.
like supporting
See,
it.
that's
and then-
disgusting.
And
Or
then
you
when
could
I
just use
slept,
oil.
it just all. You can use oil, but it was like ear, whatever.
And it all came out when you're sleeping.
Yeah, all in your pillow.
Ew.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah,
Yes, that's nasty. I have standards. Gosh, I have standards. Yeah.
But yeah, long story short, there's a hearing loss charity that said that there's no medical reason for the withdrawal of this NHS
Do you know there's a charity for everything?
service. Every single
Sometimes
thing.
you don't feel that there's a group of people somewhere who have started a group about something in life, and I just say big up them. They don't get their flowers. I didn't know they existed. Big up the earwax charities.
They're there, man.
Are they
Well,
earwax?
it's not just earwax. It's,
Okay.
it's hair loss. Hearing loss. I can't say hair loss.
Do you know what it is?
Terrible.
Because even when I was in the I had to be so slow because my Yoruba. It will embarrass me.
Does that creep up sometimes?
Brent,
You have to catch yourself.
if there's a lot of words with vowels that start with vowels, back to back to back. Oh, honey, I gotta breathe.
That is so cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it embarrassing?
Like it's something that you can't. Once you get into your, it just comes out. So every single time we hear you speaking English, it's a concerted effort to do it.
Yeah, certain words I have to like take a moment. But it's such a Yoruba thing because I guess our alphabets and stuff like that. We need to be putting H's where H's don't belong. Dear.
But yes,
I'm actually
apparently, according to the NHS, about 2.3 million people in the UK need earwax treatment each year.
Okay. 2.3 million people.
Each year.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, man. So basically, long story short, people who need that service are going to have to go into the private sector to get it. Next thing I wanted to mention is for you BT customers out there, be mindful about what you're paying because many BT customers are being signed up to and being charged for Xbox Game Pass. And this is without their knowledge or their consent, by the way. So
Of course not.
that's an extra £10 added to your internet bill, despite not even requesting the bloody subscription, right? So the BBC looked into this, and obviously they spoke with BT about it, and BT refunded many of those people who they overcharged. But many people who, don't know they're being overcharged, and didn't put their names forward, may still be getting overcharged, basically. So check your bills, people, and get your money back. Maybe even add on a bit of compensation for the inconvenience. Next thing I want to mention is, obviously this is cost of living. It has eased up a bit, of course, But I was reading an article about a woman, well, a family, husband and wife, who made about £1,000 just from switching bank accounts. So I thought, you know what, let me just remind the people that there are incentives out there to switch your bank accounts.
I might do that.
But what I will say
bank
to you,
account have money in?
no, it doesn't need to at all.
Okay.
You don't even need to use it. But what I will say to you is, don't switch your main current accounts.
I was gonna say it affects your credit score, innit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Long as you've got your current account, the better your credit is likely to be. So if you switch it, then you're just going to lose all of that, those scores, if that makes sense. So yeah, long story short, if you've got like current accounts you don't use, sometimes to qualify, you do need to kind of set up the account with like 2 direct debits or something.
Okay.
So let's just say it's just a little something
Yeah,
you
maybe
don't really
like a
care
Disney Plus
about.
or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can put it there and switch that basically. And there's certain banks out there that will give you like £200, £175.
Oh, that's it. I thought you meant it was £1,000 up for grabs.
So basically, they basically made £1,000.
So
but
they were
did it a
switching,
few
switching.
times. Yeah, that's basically how it was.
I like that. She's got the spirit of Julius in her. Everybody hates Chris. That's a entrepreneur.
Yeah, because obviously it may seem like an inconvenient thing for £200.
You're getting paid to do it.
You know what I'm saying? For something that really doesn't even matter to you. Just put your direct debits in it, and then make your money, man. Obviously, like I always say, economics is life and life is economics, right? So these next few things I wanted to mention are not like finance related as such, but it's still just normal life. And basically, a man by the name of Kenneth Eugene Smith, he was executed, man.
Oh.
Yeah, convicted murderer. And the reason why I mentioned him is because it's the first time that this method of using nitrogen gas has been basically
The one the kids are using when they're driving? The laughing gas?
I don't know.
The nitrogen?
I'm too sure. It might be. But yeah, but this is what they're using now, innit? So yeah, Alabama, they tried apparently and failed to execute him by lethal injection in 2022.
Now, what kind of spirit is in him?
The guy is...
Had the legions up in there. They built a house within him, boy.
Mm-hmm.
How can a lethal injection not take you out?
The guy was that lethal, man. He was worse.
Really? That's mad.
Yeah.
I'd be scared of him. And they tried again. I'd be scared.
They tried again, man. He lost 2 final appeals to the Supreme Court and 1 to a federal appeals court, arguing that the execution was a cruel and unusual punishment. So this is the first time that they did this whole capital punishment thing using nitrogen gas. And yeah, man, they got rid of him this time.
That's mad though, because so lethal injection didn't take him out, but laughing gas did. You just don't like joy.
But there you go. But
What did he do?
Well, he killed a preacher's wife. Yeah, in a killing for hire. This is back in 1918.
Killing for hire?
Yes.
That was a service.
It was indeed.
As like you could go in Yelp and it's in there.
I want to show if it would be right there.
I was going to
You may have to
say.
ask your friend who can ask.
Killing for hire sounds like an ad.
But yeah,
Want a killer? Let me know. Here's my card.
Yeah, 1989.
And then he
Sad,
killed him
man.
now.
Yeah. You had to serve the sentence and then afterwards get rid of him, innit?
You know that's still a thing, right, Esther?
Capital punishment. Yeah, some places.
No, as in
you serve time. Oh, give fire.
As a service, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yes, that's basically what it is. So let me just give a bit more context. Alabama and 2 other US states have approved this use of nitrogen hypoxia as an alternative method of execution because the drugs used in lethal injections have become more difficult to find. You know what I'm saying?
I would have put a big market for it.
Contributing to a fall in the use of the death penalty nationally.
Oh, that's
the reason why. Next thing I wanted to mention also.
RIP to him.
Next thing I wanted to mention also is apparently this is the trigger warning as well, guys. New infant death figures have been released, and it shows there has been like an increase, I believe, because of parents co-sleeping with their babies.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically they're putting out a safety plea, yeah, man. So people out there, I know you want to hold your newborn baby close to you, trying to comfort them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're tired, them sleepless nights, please be mindful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
people roll over the babies.
Yeah, 100%.
Where did I hear that before? Was it a case I read or something like that? And they didn't mean to. Just slept on a baby. Woke up. It was crazy.
That's so scary.
It's very
Yeah,
scary.
sad, man.
Very scary.
Imagine waking up and then knowing
God forbid.
you're
Not
responsible.
imagine. God forbid. Yeah.
I think they got a divorce. Can't deal with that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Question.
You always blame them.
You have to.
So, Question: Would you divorce your husband or wife if they were responsible for that?
I think it
What,
would
for sleeping on the baby?
yeah.
Do you know what I think?
It depends if you kept telling them, be careful, don't do that because this could lead to.
Because because what I was gonna say was that I think that when a baby's in the bed, if your paternal or maternal instinct, if you like, you're aware when the baby's in the bed, you just know because you want to take care of them. Even like when kids are around, you're aware of when they're playing. You're vigilant. Do you get what I mean? So for me, if I could only imagine that my partner would roll over the baby or sleep on the baby because they're careless and they're not attentive in parenting, even in sleep.
But if they're that tired, though, because remember this happens to a lot of people.
I get it, but again, like I've been very, very tired, and my niece is like around for sleepover. She's sleeping in my bed, but I'm very aware that my niece is here, and I'm watching over. But
Don't
then again,
use you because remember you and your sleep, it's different than anybody else.
I was gonna say that as well.
Yeah.
I was getting there actually, so you know me well because I was actually gonna say that when I'm actually in bed with people, I'm gonna have a difficult time in the first few months of my marriage. I'll tell you that because when I'm in bed with people, I don't sleep. Like I don't sleep. I just can't. Like when there's another presence here, I just can't sleep. Do you get what I mean? So I think it'll be tricky because a lot of divorces happen when there's a loss of a child, and that's not even with the partner having anything to do with it.
Yeah.
How much more that I think it's difficult.
Sad,
I don't know if
man.
I'll divorce. Go play by play. See what happens. I don't think it's a definite yes I will divorce or no I wouldn't because it just depends on the circumstance. Like Iman was saying, if you are aware that baby has to sleep with us for this medical problem, blah blah, and you've been told be careful, because also as well, if you know that you're very very tired and you know that there's a chance of you being irresponsible, then you could have just slept somewhere else.
This is it.
I do think it's tricky though because a lot of couples can't make it back after because people grieve differently as well. And then that's where you're still sad. The other person's not sad. And you're thinking, why are you like you're a monster? Why aren't you that sad? It's a whole thing, man. Grief is not great.
Yeah, man, very
That's
sad.
very
man.
sad. That's very, very sad.
Apparently, more than a quarter of infant deaths investigated in Scotland last year involved co-sleeping.
I've even heard there's a lot of deaths as well when it cot deaths, it's called. That's scary, man.
Yeah.
Love to all
Horrible,
the
man.
parents
So
out there
many
dealing with that.
things. that you're
Honestly,
thinking about.
like, I'm like, they don't just to give you the baby and like, how do you know? How do you know I'm a good person? It's like J5's wife Pearl. She does like vlogs on TikTok because she's a mum now, and it's so funny. And then the one when she had a baby, she's like, guys, they just gave me the baby. They don't even know if I'm a good person. But it was just so fun. But it's true. Like you learn so much as you go, and it's just mad. Like, what do you mean?
And like, you're always, I don't know why. Obviously, I do know why, but but it's like you're always checking if they're breathing
Yeah.
from far. You're like,
Yeah, I always did that. When my niece and my nephew are around, I just stand over them like this.
yeah.
I literally just stand
See
over
the
them.
chest moving. You're like,
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, they're good.
Wait,
It's scary.
you have to do all of that?
yeah.
Yes.
Because
Especially
especially
in
when they're so
newborn stage.
small, you know what I'm saying?
Because cot deaths is a thing. Like there's a lot, the stats for cot deaths is, that's basically when the baby just passes in their sleep. In the first few weeks, months, sometimes. You just wake up in the morning and the baby's dead. And there's no reason why. It's just, it's scary, man.
To be honest, it should make sense because you now have a new life in your life and it's brand new. So for the honeymoon period, you keep looking at them.
You have
You're
to.
obsessed, yeah.
I'll be so obsessed with my babies. That's why I can't have kids. I'll be so obsessed.
Yet.
Like I'll be so okay. You're gonna be in for a shock, boy. I'm gonna be like I know that as a man, I'll be so obsessed with my baby. Like I don't want people like, hey, no, you can't come and visit. This is our time. Until I start getting tired and everyone come on. But it's sweet though. But I love to all the parents that lose their kids, man. That's so difficult.
Yeah, man.
That's so difficult. You haven't even got the chance to like make memories with them like that as well.
Yeah, it's sad. So
It's
yeah,
very sad.
be very careful out there, guys, please. And the last thing I wanted to mention, I don't know much about the story, to be fair, but I just wanted to mention it very quickly. A lot of time, obviously, we criticize social media, rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. However,
The people under
in this situation, TikTok, because of TikTok, two twins, not two twins, but twins, found
Two twins is such Nigerian English.
they found themselves, man. So apparently they were stolen.
the T and
They were
Tamara.
stolen as children.
Ah.
Yes.
And we didn't hear about them. Did the news ever report on them? Or is it just Madeline McCann?
This is like 2005. This is a long time ago.
Wasn't Madeline like 1989? And we're still chasing
might
them.
as well as be. But yeah, these are not English.
Oh.
They're from like where was this? They look like they're ethnically somewhere in Asia.
That's so lit, you know. Like finding your twin must be
Crazy, isn't it?
so amazing.
Identical twins.
But they're bad vibes. It's just awkward.
Apparently, just after they were born, they were taken from their mother and they were sold to separate families. Yeah.
Human trafficking, bro.
Years later, they discovered each other by chance, thanks to a TV talent show, and because of a TikTok video. So yeah, man.
That is so cool.
And when they did the research, they delved into their past, they realized that they were among thousands of babies in
were
Georgia
kidnapped.
stolen from hospitals and sold.
Are they black?
No. These are like people
There's a lot
from
of black
that,
kids
that
missing,
region.
and I don't know. We need to look at, the government needs to look into that.
Like an internal compass though, and they do paranormal stuff. Like you can put them
Are you
either
suggesting
side
this,
of
or
a
are you
wall
saying- Okay.
and ask them, put up fingers, and then the other one was like 3. How did you know? That's how they are.
What are you basing this research off?
I watched a YouTube video.
Did you?
Yeah.
That'd be so. I wish I was a twin.
Like how y'all sync up your period
Periods,
under
yeah.
the full moon.
It's not in the film when you fall.
The full moon.
Are we witches? No, we're not.
Alright.
But to be fair, actually, if the body can actually do that, how much more with a twin?
Do you know how wavy that is?
That
To
period
just
sync.
study just that
Yeah,
alone.
I think it's amazing.
But there's a reason for that, right? What's
I don't know the reason.
What's the reason?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find
I
out.
think it's lit. Yeah, you find out
Because
first,
there
'cause I'm
must
not-
be a reason, right? It's not a coincidence.
Do you think?
And
it's
if we find out the
because-
reason, maybe we should encourage y'all to basically
spend more time together.
create spaces and be together. Maybe that's when it is that y'all are more logical. And then we just
Trust
make
me.
all of your presidents and whatnot,
I
and then prime
promise you.
ministers, and then
Listen,
y'all
I
change the
promise
world,
you.
right?
I promise you.
And y'all don't fight.
My period is the time I'm not logical. You know, the other day I chased down a man.
What?
In your car.
Gina,
I hope so.
It has to be.
what's in my car?
Because if you ran, that would have given me.
Of course not. That would give me the ick. I don't know.
that
I'm
white
not
girl
for
that
that.
was chasing Jonathan Majors.
Hell
the other
no,
day.
honey. No.
Oh my gosh, I saw a video.
Where's Jabari
Sorry. No. Mm-mm. She chased down a man.
Yeah, I literally tried to. I didn't try to. I did. I was, and then I stopped myself. I said, "Hey, go ahead, Mister." I literally missed all my turns to go to my house because like I'm gonna follow this man, and I'm going to block him, and you're gonna go out of the car, and you're gonna apologize to me. That's what you're gonna do.
Emmanuel,
So I don't think you want me as a president when I'm on my period.
do you know, Emmanuel, that their hormones like change them? Like they think differently.
Of course he knows.
Yeah.
He's a
They
woman.
process
He's
things
married
differently.
to a
do you-
woman. He knows.
Do you know how interesting
mad.
that is?
Ask God.
My
you
mind
made
is
us
blown
like
by
that.
it.
I want to find out what.
My mind
was
is
the
blown by it.
reason?
My
Why-
mind is
why God did
blown
that?
by it.
Yeah, and then
I'd rather not.
I think it's also connected to the accountability thing.
But don't you think hormones?
I knew you're gonna bring up
hormones change
accountability.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, don't bring
You're
that.
hardwired.
Don't bring that
not
up.
to-
Don't-
This is
don't-
a theory.
don't
you know what I
trigger me.
understand?
I'm just
I-
shooting off the hip
But
right
I
now.
can take accountability though. I don't understand.
And that's the thing. Men want you to take accountability the way they
No,
want
but
you to take
you're-
accountability.
I'm what?
Well, you always say you're mad. So
Oh, but I can take accountability
some-
though.
Women
No,
who are
no.
more-
Do you know what it is about the accountability thing? I'm actually sick of hearing the word accountability. Let me tell you why I'm sick of it. No, you should, like you said. You should, as you should. As you should, you little heifer. This is why I'm sick of hearing accountability. People want you to take accountability in the way that they want you to agree with them. When you don't agree with a person on what their views are, all of a sudden you're not taking accountability. No, it's got nothing to do with accountability. You don't know the meaning of the word accountability. I bet you someone's sitting down there saying now, oh, I didn't take accountability because I said Megan Thee Stallion can smoke Nicki Minaj in a rap battle. Some fool is sitting there saying that right now. 100%. I will bet anything on it. Because again, it's like, oh, that's not what accountability means. You do not understand what the word accountability means. And accountability does not only activate when it's to do with your opinion and your points. No, that's not what accountability is. And I know you're thinking it's ironic. I'm not taking accountability, but taking accountability.
I want to
you don't know what it means.
I want to do a study. I want to get a whole set of women and then obviously pay them and whatnot, feed them and whatnot, you know.
I like
And then
where
do
pets.
the whole what happens and why is it that you guys sync up and what?
It is interesting. I do want to know why we sync up there.
So interesting.
It's proper. Like, I actually want to know why we sync up.
And it's when you're in close proximity to each other.
Yeah, but I just think it's so cool, man. But the emotions one is so weird because I feel like as long as I spend time with myself in my state of menstruating and whatnot, you forget. Like, so when all the symptoms that hit me, my PMS symptoms hit me, I forget that this is why. And even though it happens every month, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's weird.
Accountability thing, like I think that it's not. It's more so
like a
about.
dog with a bone, aren't
it's
you?
more so about like don't try and get one up on me type thing.
Well, as in from women or men?
I've met men.
Speak with your chest, okay?
I've met men who don't like to take like Marks.
Yeah.
If you try to catch him out, he's not basically all right. Fair enough. I put my hand up. Right.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about in a relationship dynamic where it's that if you concede and admit that you're wrong, that particular exchange wouldn't be so hostile. It wouldn't pop the man down because he's frustrated that he's shown you that you're wrong, but you still wouldn't basically hold up and say, I'm sorry. But on the flip side, these are just examples, to be honest.
It's examples come from your heart.
This is probably bollocks.
Speak from your heart. Because you always talk about accountability as much as you talk about MJ. And that's a lot.
It's only when it is you're looking to basically like work on a relationship. I only have a problem with it when two people say that they want to basically make things work.
Yeah.
Right? And two people talk about the importance of communication and the importance of letting the other person know.
Yeah.
All right. In this moment, I'm vulnerable. Yes, I have been proven to be wrong.
Yeah.
And I will give you an apology and say sorry, right?
Yeah.
Because when it's exacted from the man, he's like, look, I just want peace. These are little glib comments.
And you know that comment is very annoying as well.
Yeah.
But it's not throwing comment.
He doesn't really want peace, right?
No. It's not even that. When you tell somebody that, do you know what? No. Let's just leave it. I just want peace. You make them feel. There's a way that you make the other person feel that you don't really like. So in your mind, you're thinking, I'm just telling you that I want peace. I don't want an argument.
Yeah.
But it's about how you make another person feel by saying that.
Unseen,
you make me feel
unheard,
you make them feel like they're a problem. And like for me, when someone talks to me like that, I will no longer speak to about anything. Like it makes me draw away because clearly you see me as a problem.
Yeah.
And so if I'm so much of a problem and so much of an inconvenience, that I wouldn't say anything to you. How much peace can you have if you have all the peace you can when I'm not here?
Yeah.
And go forth and have peace.
100%.
Prosper.
And I hear you. I see you, hear you. On the flip side,
Don't tell me you see me and hear me.
I do. I understand what you're saying because I've lived in that particular situation. I've seen it. Do you understand? Like, and from the outside, I could see how, hey, what you've just done, she ain't never going to be coming to you again.
Yeah.
But sometimes I see that on the flip side also. If a man is said to open up, he's been begged by the woman, open up, talk to me.
Yeah.
Tell me what is bothering you about me. Share, right? And when he does, the counter to it is, that sounds like a you problem. Do you understand? He's like, I shouldn't open my mouth. I should have just kept quiet.
I don't think
Next
so,
time,
man.
when something bothers me about you, I'll close my mouth because if it is I mention it, you will either say, you should be man enough to basically not be bothered by that. Or, couldn't you have done such and such to not do this? Or
I think
you made me do this. I'm not talking about this is for every single case.
Yeah, of course not. And I think that's what I was going to say. I think it's tricky for me to understand because I don't have a specific example. So for example, if Gina was like to me, do you know what? If I say, oh, Gina, like, what's wrong? I feel like you've been a bit off with me. What's going on? She's like, oh, you were mean to me. When you said this the other day, you're mean to me. So I feel like you're being mean to me the other day when you said that. I think that I have a right to say to Gina, that wasn't my intention, Will you read that as me now saying this is not a safe space for Gina to express her feelings? Because all I've done is say, I didn't mean to come across like that, blah, blah, blah.
But would you apologize though?
Yeah.
There's some times in that same scenario that you've just outlined where you would say, or the person would say...
Yeah, use me so I can understand it,
Yeah, you would say, oh, I was mean to you. Oh, how was I mean to you? And then she would tell you, like,
okay.
Oh, okay. And then you might put it on her that,
you're
this
just
is not what I meant. So you took it that way.
Okay, yeah, I hear you.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I hear you.
So
Okay, that makes
in her head,
sense.
she's like, I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, that makes sense. See, that's why I said I needed a specific example for me to be able to understand that. Yeah, that makes sense. I think sometimes what people don't understand that just because you didn't mean to do something doesn't mean it didn't have the impact that it did on the other person. And I think sometimes that's what you just got to own up to and try to come to understand. But yeah, it is tricky, man.
And the beauty of
Yeah.
all of this is men and women are different.
Yeah.
They're made different, right? Their physiology is different. And when you throw in hormones now, oh my goodness, because you're a feeling creatures.
Yeah.
Very much feeling creatures. And men, I don't know if it is the same level of feeling as y'all feel the world
Okay, then
and feel relationships. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So it's... I really want to do a study on this.
Like they can't. Like, you
I
mean like they
really
can't
want to, 'cause-
empathize with how we're feeling?
Yeah. Because I don't know if it is we as men should just be like, this is how it is, and we should just mold to it because
Do you know what?
it ain't changing.
My opinion on that is. Okay, so here's my opinion on that, right? I think sometimes women can use how it is that they're feeling. That you actually, for the most part, you can't control. You can't control how you're feeling, but you can control how you express how you're feeling. And I think that sometimes, unfortunately, it tends to be what happens in relationships, in close relationships. That person becomes a punching bag, and I don't agree with that. I think that, like, I know how it is that I can feel when I'm PMSing, for example, that the emotions that come up with blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. But I make a conscious effort not to make it anyone else's problem but mine. So in those times, I tend to be to myself, not really talk to people. Like, I know that I'm very short. I know that you just got to, I know what I'm capable of. But unfortunately, sometimes some women, I'm not gonna say a lot of, but some women use that as an excuse. So they can be mean to you, and then when you then confront them about how they've treated you, it's like, oh, it's not me, it's just my period. But you've still hurt this person, you've still done this to this person, kind of thing. But so I feel like with men, I don't think it's a thing of. I think what you got to accept. I don't believe in accepting bad behavior at all. I think what you got to accept is that women go through different, in their cycle, different phases. There's different things that come with it. That's what you got to accept. But I don't think that if someone mistreats you, you should accept that on account of their cycle, if that makes sense. Because everybody, you got to get to a point in life where you know how to deal with the things that happen to you. If I'm grieving, I don't feel like grieving is an excuse for me to go around and make everyone else's lives miserable.
But shouldn't we give you grace and understanding during those particular periods where we know your behavior, you can't really help it because of the bleed?
But that's the thing, though. So I feel like grace comes into it for me, I think, in accepting that I'm going through something right now, so I might have changed behaviors. Say, for example, I usually come in, I'm all chatty, blah, blah. There's time I come in, I'm quiet. This is the space I'm in. So you understand it's not thinking that I've got an issue with you or anything like that. And I think if I was to react to something as well, you can say to me, oh, that was different. Is anything going on with you or what's wrong? I feel like that's where grace can come into it. But if it's like a pattern of it, I do think I'm here for grace. I'm here for grace. But I think that sometimes when we talk about grace sometimes, I just don't think it's an excuse to just treat people any kind of way and then be expectant of that grace. I think people should give you grace because they want to give you grace, but I don't think you should go forth and treat people like shit expecting the grace. I think that's what it is. Don't feel entitled to the grace. I think give grace, but the person on the other end being given the grace shouldn't feel entitled to the grace on the kind of what they're dealing with.
I read somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm getting all these I read somewheres from.
Hey, you're reading somewhere, innit?
But back in the day, way back in the day, when it was that time of the month, all the women got together and went out of the village, and then they came back when it was finished.
Yeah, that's a silly concept. Because
because back in the day, they knew what happens when it is that they were on.
Yeah, but
I'm
thinking about because basically the symptoms, like for me, for example, what I deal with, I have 2 normal weeks a month. It's in 2 normal weeks. This week I've been in the gym every day. I've been top form. Next week, top form. The week after that is between me and God. Because again, leading up to the period, there's a lot my body goes through essentially that affects me physically and stuff. And then the week of the period, that's a whole different thing. It goes from what's the word? Mental and emotional pain. Then it kind of manifests. So that's why with that, I hear it, but in this day and age, it can't be realistic because I'll be 2 weeks out.
Does this also affect your decisions when allowing red flags persistently? Like, I've heard that when it is that you guys are on, you'll just look at a coffee table and start crying because it links to something that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just cry for no reason.
No, but sometimes you just cry anyway. I don't have to look at anything. Mine could be shocked if he was crying. You just never know how it's going to take you. It's actually difficult to measure for me, personally. I just don't know how it's going to take me.
How come you don't talk more about this on your podcast, though? The female
We do.
podcasts. Is it?
I did on No Shade. I don't know what everyone else is doing in their platforms, but
Yeah, what are you ladies using your mics for?
better than what the men are using their mics for.
What's this content? Because
Because
this is educational stuff.
Because you won't listen to it. A lot of men don't listen to female-only podcasts. And then with
But how
men...
come they don't clip it up and then put it on social media so that we can know what's happening and how to avoid it?
You can't avoid it. If you like women...
That's a
if you
threat.
like women... No, it's not a threat. It's fact. If you like women, you can't avoid it. You just have to know how it is to be there for your partner. Because it's not easy. It's difficult. And that's why I said, like, saying stuff like, oh, I just want peace, when a person's feeling how they're feeling already, it's not an easy thing for me personally anyway. It's not an easy thing that I deal with every month. It's not easy at all. So then if I'm around people then who I'm comfortable and who I like and stuff, making me feel like there's something wrong with me, it only heightens how I'm already feeling that I can't control. And that's what makes it difficult. That's why I have so much ratings for women, like pregnant women, because it's mad what they deal with.
So if you're living with your partner and you know during this particular time, maybe a few days,
Yeah.
you're just irritable, you're
Yeah.
impatient. If you know that,
Yeah.
would you say for these 3 days, I beg you, just leave me alone. Go over that side of the house, just leave me.
No. I think it depends how. I feel like you got to learn I'm learning how to live with it. So, because I've been in a situation where I'm dating, and it would just be like, say we have plans, I'm like, I can't do that. But I tell people, like, I will let you know why I can't. I will let you know that today I'm very irritable, and I'm just not in a good mood. Like, I think communication is honestly it. I feel like a lot of men, the issue is that sometimes women expect men to read their minds, and they can't.
Sometimes, let's be honest, I feel like a lot of the time we do.
So
No, but I don't want to. I don't want my pants being dragged this morning.
Wait,
Yeah.
but you said you're up for accountability.
But
So-
that's why I said that's why I'm talking about it.
So what do you mean? Wait, see what I'm saying? You're mad.
I just
no,
cheeky.
no,
I did it on
no,
purpose. I did it
no,
on
you
purpose
didn't.
because I even flicked the camera to you and then flicked it back to her because I didn't really want you to respond because I knew you were going to respond.
Don't fall for his bait.
I want peace.
But
now.
no, I'm just saying, like, I do feel like a lot of the time, even myself, I'm having to learn. Okay, you know what? Forget everybody else. Let me just speak on myself before you lot.
And it's Gina.
Yeah, let me speak on
I
myself.
want my
right?
thong intact
No,
for
but
Sunday.
it's fine because you can't drag me because Brent's not going to clip me up.
At all,
And if you
at all.
do, I'm just going to block.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
block
Not
TDA.
blocking the day after.
No, I'm blocking TDA. Try me.
Let's try
But
me.
I just feel like...
Put him on the no entry list on Sunday too.
Can I tell you what's so funny? Yeah, I love
Gem
the
pop.
fact that on Twitter you didn't at me correctly. So basically, I'm looking. I said yeah because when I saw the comments and people like going for it, it's not
You
coming
know,
to
I
me.
can't
It's not
believe
in my
it.
mentions because
I did on purpose.
my name isn't highlighted. I said
yeah,
yeah,
I did on purpose.
because everyone's coming for me.
They would, yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, I do think sometimes with me, I find it hard to express myself, right? And I just expect you to get it. And I'm understanding that you're not a mind reader. And men and women generally, we don't think the same. I really understand that. So I just have to open my mouth and say, similar to Esther, as much as it's like, oh, you know, you have a period every single month and you've been having it for 2 decades of your life plus, right? You're not new here. Every month we are new here.
Right, I'm getting
Literally.
new things I didn't even know existed.
So it's crazy because I can be in a state where I'm really irritable or like emotional. And remember, I have a very irregular cycle, so I can't even predict
Girl,
my thing.
That is.
Yeah,
That's the worst part.
I have a very. I don't
sad.
have pattern or routine.
Same.
Every month, Flo is
It's
telling
vibes.
me you need to go and speak to. I'm just like, girl,
It's vibes.
it's fine, man. They don't know
It's
what's
a
going
lot,
on just
yeah.
as much as I do. Do you get what I mean? But so again, for me, I can't predict it. So there's moments where I'm in a bad place, like even emotionally. I'm thinking, are you all right? And then I'm like, and then I have to use logic and be like, maybe Gladys is coming. Because remember, my cycle's irregular, so I don't know when she's coming.
Yeah.
And I could be PMSing for like 2-3 weeks before she even arrives. So it's so long, like of being in this, like, do you know what I mean? And I have a hormonal imbalance. So imagine that. And you're going through the motions and it's just like, all right, cool. When am I gonna? I generally feel like I only really feel legit like probably like once a week in a whole month. Generally speaking, of like
It's
good
difficult,
vibes,
man. It's not easy.
It is a lot.
It's so hard.
But what can you do in it?
What's the difference between expecting them to read your mind and expecting them to actually, well, you've lived with me for the longest while. You should know I don't like that.
I think it's the same thing. Do you know why same thing? Because again, like Gino said, like I'm irregular as well. I've got PCOS, so as the wind takes. So for me, and this is, how can I expect you to know when me myself I don't know, and it's my body that I've lived in all my life. I personally don't think it's realistic. So I feel like when you communicate, when you let a man know, like, you know, this is how I'm feeling today. It's always been received with love, because obviously the person makes sense. If you're dating a witch in a man form,
she's very
shade. There's that. Oh, always. I've always got to balance. But do you know what I mean? So I feel like if you got a partner that actually cares about you and wants to learn and understand you, just saying, do you know what, where I'm at right now, today, I feel irritable, or today I feel really angry, they would try and make that. It's a case of what you need. Like, what do you want? Do you want to sit down and chill? Do you want us to talk? Do you know what I mean? I think it's just that, but expecting someone to read your mind, and sometimes women as well, we don't know how we're feeling. Like, how I'm feeling today, I can't put a finger on how it is I'm currently feeling. So how can I expect someone else to then be able to tell me how I feel when I don't know how I feel? So I honestly feel like just communication makes a big difference.
The learning part is what I was talking about in comparison to the reading of the mind, right?
Yeah.
Because once it is that you spent a long time with somebody, you've been teaching them.
Yeah.
You've been teaching them how to basically deal with you.
Yeah.
And cohabitate. But I'm not saying that men don't do this. The same thing of read my mind.
Yeah.
Because I believe they flipping do, right?
Yeah.
And then they would treat her differently and not say
Why
the reason as to why it is that they've been this particular spiky or edgy or this, that, and the next. And obviously that would just, you know, it will start its own little back and forth. Yeah. But that whole hormone stuff, it really, really, like, it spins me.
I really want to study it, though.
Really, really spins me.
My mind is so blown by it.
Because it's uneven right from the very jump.
And my mind is so blown by it. Like, I really want to look into it. I started doing some reading last month, but I actually want to, like, make a thing to actually try and understand it and all that kind of stuff, and, like, know other, like, external triggers, like what kind of foods I should be eating at a certain time, that kind of stuff. Because all of that stuff it's mind blowing. Like, when you actually it's really mind blowing.
What I also am interested in this particular study, because people like Kevin Thompson would say this is why it is they can't be in positions where things matter based on like, you know, decisions they make. Yeah. Because at any point in time they could do something that they wouldn't have done if it is they weren't this particular.
Do you know what? That's the point, because when I was talking about how it is people treat their partners, this is why I was saying I don't believe in the whole treating your partner any which way and expecting or feeling entitled to grace. Because somehow when you're at work, you wouldn't talk to your boss the way you're talking to your partner at home.
So you see,
do you know what I'm trying to say?
Also,
that's why I don't believe in the whole your partner should just be like, oh, she's da 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 da. No, because you don't treat everyone else outside of here like that. Like, I'm not your punching bag because I'm the closest person to you.
But isn't there a thing where that's where you quote unquote feel safe, and that's the person who's supposed to see you at your worst. You're working for money when you go there. So you have to fight every urge to react in the manner. So you're holding yourself back all the time.
Okay.
But your partner's supposed to just get everything.
Yeah, but I think that's abusive. I think that's abusive talk. I don't subscribe to that whole, this is my safe space, so I should be able to do whatever I want to do. This is my safe space, so I can let you know that this is how I'm feeling. My hormones are heightened today. I'm feeling this way. When this happened today, it really got my nerves. You might not think it's a big deal. Like when I was chasing that, you guys didn't want to know why I wanted to chase that man down. But you might not think it's a big deal. But because you know how this is safe, and because you know where I'm currently at, you will listen to me. That's what the safe space is for. This safe space is not for me to take out all the frustration and anger I couldn't take out on anybody else to you. I really have a problem with how it is that we treat people that are closest to us just because we feel like you love me and you should take it. It's very unhealthy.
The men like Kevin Thompson would say, so it is a choice for you to rein back your emotions or your actions based on how you're hormones make you feel.
No, but I said that earlier. I said that I can't control how my hormones make me feel, but I can control how it is that how it not execute, but how it manifests. I can try to control that.
But isn't it more difficult? If
It's hard.
everything behind that veil.
It's hard. It's very
thin
hard.
Veil is pounding for you to.
No, but do you know what? It's very hard. But again, there's healthy ways of sorting it out.
Walking away or going
Walking away and just letting people know that, you know what, right now,
together
I'm
in the forest as women.
not going to forest with other women. I'm not doing that.
Suppose
Because
you heard.
there's another symptom that comes with the cycle that women cannot do for me. I'm not going to forest with women. I'll tell you that for free now. But I think that there's healthy ways of dealing with these things. Like, because the way I feel, an example, right? The way I feel, sometimes one of the emotions that attacks me, I could honestly kill. I could honestly,
Wait a minute.
I could honestly kill.
Is that the same with you?
We might need
What, my
to.
period? No, I don't think I'd kill. But remember,
At certain heightened
no,
charge times.
no. But remember, I've always said
You
this.
tap throats for less though.
Yeah, fair enough.
You tap for
And I'll
less.
continue to do so. But I'm just saying, remember, I've always said that I'm a firm believer that everybody has it in them to kill. It just takes that one moment to get it out of you. 100%. I've never been taken to that moment. But it's different. Come on, I tap for it for less. Of course I'm capable.
Because I get like the anger. Like I've never actually thought, I'm gonna go up and kill that person. Of course not. But I just mean like the level of figure of speech. I just mean like, there's the level of like anger that I could feel, and it's over nothing. Nothing's happened to me. I've just worked. Like I'm just sitting here. I could be happy this second, and the next minute I just feel this anger
Serious.
boiling within. But again, do you know what it is? All our emotions that we experience come from certain hormones. So when your cycle, I guess you have more of one hormone than you do the one that makes you sad, for example, than you do the happy one. Yeah. But usually they tend to be balanced in like from the food we eat, from the things that we do, activities, all that kind of stuff, and blah 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 blah. So it tends to be balanced, and that's how we can be cool. So it's when something happens. Sorry, it's when something happens to you, then you might feel annoyed because that's annoyed you now. But typically you're just chilled. So when your hormones are imbalanced and when it is a thing where your cycle's coming on and your body's doing all these different things to prepare, whatever, all this have a kid, doing all of this stuff or whatever, that means that certain hormones all of a sudden will be heightening them more. So sometimes I wake up and I feel happy. Yeah. Like I'm happy as Larry, but then a few hours down the line, I could be really, really angry and there's nothing's happened to me. Nothing's happened to me. I just feel very, very angry in the same way as well. Like I could be all chilled and comfortable and next thing I'm like really, really hot where I'm like I'm boiling hot. So you just never know where it could take you.
Maybe that's why some people take hormone blockers then.
No, I think that's when they want to transition, they don't want to do all of that stuff. And I hear it.
Maybe that's the reason.
Heck, I take for less.
Some of them.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I feel like people that have like extreme.
Because if it is that you're waking up and you wanted to kill somebody and you're like, where did this come from? Then that must be stressful.
It's a deep anger. All of a sudden. But then as well, you have like this deep sadness where you literally feel like you're depressed.
Y'all should get time off from
absolutely
work during those days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all should get paid for it.
Oh, 100%. It's paid leave.
So
wait, we've done all this thing here and we're trying to teach. And this is why women don't. This is why women talk about it on their podcast. No, wait. Because you want to be smart. This is why women talk about it on their podcast and don't bother clip it up because it makes no difference. We've spent 30 minutes talking about all this crap and you've sat there now and been like, scoffed at the idea of getting paid leave. Can you imagine?
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, because I understand the emotions.
No,
the
you
feelings.
don't understand. You don't understand.
No, this is why I kept quiet.
You don't understand.
Because I was just absorbing the information.
Yeah, do you know what's mad? You didn't absorb the damn thing.
No, but when it translates
You did
to
not
economics,
absorb a damn thing. You didn't. You didn't absorb a damn. If you had absorbed a damn thing, you would have heard that women are not in control of this thing happening to them, and it's a natural thing that happens. It's a biological thing that happens to them, but somehow you want to be on the side of history that things that they should have time off or they shouldn't get paid for it for something that they did not inflict on themselves.
No, it's not that.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic.
It's more so me asking. So who do you want to pay for this then?
Okay, the same person that pays for your paternity leave.
Yeah, Stephen got paternity leave,
Exactly. The same person that pays.
He was happy.
Same person that pays for the paternity leave. The same person that pays for donations to go to Ukraine when they're fighting Russia. The money can come from all these places.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway,
we still in People's Journal.
Apparently so.
Before we go, there is one thing I wanted to add that I just found out. You guys know, well, Esther should definitely know, and Gina. Yeah, I think you should know too. John Okafor.
That's so good.
You do know him. I'm going to show you a picture.
That
of him.
is.
Mr.
If you say Mr. John Okafor. Oh yes,
Yes, of
Mr. Ibu.
course. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know him as John Okafor.
I just gave his
Like he's
his
fine.
Oh my God, I hope
official
he's
name.
okay.
What's the last thing you heard about him?
I don't know,
Okay.
but he's not dead, is he?
Because no.
Oh good.
But I never heard this as well.
Unless it's a scandal, then
So basically what I want to basically tell the people about, right, leads on from something I didn't hear about, right? Which is, in fact, let me start from the beginning. So basically,
you're building this up. If this is dead, yeah.
it's not. It's sad. It's actually sad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's bad, man.
My sad face.
It just
on.
shows like if you don't raise your kids correctly, there'll be animals. But anyway, so Nigerian police, right?
Maybe you didn't understand their periods. Sorry, carry on.
Police have arrested his son
Oh.
and adopted daughter.
Oof.
Why? Because of allegations that they stole money that was meant for his treatment. Treatment for what, you're asking? Cool. Blah, blah, blah.
Nah.
One of his legs got amputated.
Who, Mr. Ibu?
Yeah.
Really?
Sad, man, yeah.
As in always.
No. As in, he had illness. So it resulted in one of his legs. They had to amputate it, yeah. So people was basically, long story short, people was basically donating to him. And his nonsense, useless son and adopted daughter decided, let me log into his details and steal the money that was meant for his treatment.
To do what with?
To
To
live
go
life.
Zaza. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta raise your kids. Otherwise you raise little devils. That's mad. So they've been arrested though.
Yeah.
I hope they haven't spent the money so you can at least use it.
Hopefully not. But 55 million naira. That's how much they took. Equivalent to about 50k pounds.
And when I tell people families are social construct, you want to come and fight me. Okay.
Sad, man. Yeah, but the money was part of funds that had been donated by fans and well wishers for
That's
his
really
treatment.
sad.
After he suffered a long illness last year. So this was last year that he had this illness. He had 5 surgical procedures, and long story short, they had to amputate one of his legs.
Crap.
Sad, but yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
But at least they caught them though.
Yes.
Because they could have been in the wind.
Terrible. But yeah, that's it for the People's Journal, guys.
All right. What will you do next? Oh, Sis, what would you do? Well, what did I have for us today?
Wait. Where's it gone, please? Is it the link?
No, it's just a.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
What?
Jurgen Klopp says he's going to be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season.
Whatever that means. It's not on my thing, you
reaction
know.
or is this a...
Oh, Gina
it's just
really
2
is
lines.
in. Let me not even say where I
You're,
am.
you're a different day, aren't you?
I'm a different year, bruv. Completely different year.
Can't get this
No
stuff.
wonder why. Sorry.
So wait, you have not been following the show?
No, I have. Don't worry about it. Right. Hi, Esther and Gina. I love the show and I love you. We love you too, girl.
Love you too, girl.
I feel my man is cheating on me. How do I go about finding out? Can I be honest, sis? If you F around, you're going to find out. That's what I'm going to say.
Is that a bad thing though to find out?
No, but find out if you want to find out. Like, if you want to find out to
That's
do something about it. Please.
Because you know what? That's
Because
actually...
I've been
we never
here
speak
before.
about that enough.
I've been here before and I've wanted to find out. And what did I do when I found out? Absolutely nothing. What was the point? I just put myself through all that emotional turmoil
For
for
what?
shits and giggles.
And you know
to
what? We
still
actually
sit in
never
the
speak
same
about that
position.
enough.
So my thing is, if you know that you want to find out and you're going to do something about it, proceed. If you're not, or if there's any chance that you might not, I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Do you know what it is as well, yeah? That's a word.
That's
Because
a
whenever
word to the wise is
whenever
enough.
that's very wise words, because I think whenever we have this conversation, people are never really realistic. If you're going to stay with your man who's cheated on you, is there really a point? I guess some people don't know what they're going to do unless they're in that situation. And if you want to find out that way as well, you can discover who you really are. But if you're somebody who cheating is what's the word? What's the word? Where if it happens,
Deal
then-
breaker.
Deal breaker. That's the word. Thank you very much. If cheating is a deal breaker for you, then I think go
By all
ahead
means,
and try and do investigative services and see if you can find out. However, if you know it's not a deal breaker for you, question why it is that you want to find out. If you believe that once a cheat, always a cheat, I do. If you believe once a cheat, unless it becomes a pastor, if you believe once a cheat, always a cheat, then is there really any point in you finding out if you're gonna stay anyway? If you believe once a cheat, always a cheat, and you're gonna find out you're gonna cut, then do that. But if you're gonna put yourself to just stress just to have arguments and just to think you have something in the bank, ma'am, I'll be honest with you, I'll be real with you. You're not gonna have anything in the bank. A man who cheats, chances are he lacks shame anyway, and so you can't shame him into feeling sorry for something that he did, that he knowingly did. So yeah, and yeah, so I feel like you just gotta figure out what you want who you are as a person. Do you want to be someone who cheats? You don't? Then find out and dip. But also as well though, I don't even think you need to go and find out. If you feel like your man is cheating, you need to sit down with that thought. And if cheating is a deal breaker for you, that means you're with someone that you can't trust. And if you're with someone that you can't trust, that's not a relationship you can build. Then you might as well just leave anyway.
Okay, cool. I agree. But if she wanted to find out, what would your advice be for her to find out? How should she go about it? I think you can be bold and ask him.
Yeah.
And still fear in him. Because even if he's gonna lie to you, like he might tell you the truth, he might not. But even if he doesn't tell you the truth, he will know that you're onto him.
How have you all done it in the past?
And hide it better.
Oh, I've snooped, and every time I've snooped, I found something. The only thing is though, in my last relationship, when I did the snooping, it was really good, yeah, because you know when I thought I was going crazy,
yep,
and I knew I wasn't going crazy. Like it just gave me so much joy to know that I wasn't going mad and I was being gaslit the whole time, and it was what I needed. Like it was perfect, if that makes sense. Mm. So in that scenario, it worked. But in times before, I've gone snooping and I've just like I've been twanged out of it. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. You can't.
But then also another time I've been. Let me be honest, yeah. If you think your man's cheating, he's cheating.
Wow.
Do you know why? No, let me explain to you why, yeah. Why I say that. Because
Emmanuel is alive now, look.
No, because I feel like Esther.
No, but he is.
Esther, hear me out, yeah, and tell me, like, you know when your gut tells you something, yeah, your gut's never wrong. My gut has never steered me wrong.
Word.
I've just always tried to like ignore it, or you see how we're talking about discernment, yeah. Like I'm very aware, but I'm not gonna act upon it because I don't want to face the harsh reality, right? But 9 times out of 10, my gut has never steered me wrong. So that's why I'm saying, if you feel like your man is cheating on you, something isn't adding up and something isn't right. Do you understand what I mean?
My friend once says Delulu is a Salulu.
And 9 times out of 10, what you think it is what it is.
It is, girl. It is. That's why I said to her, like, if cheating is a deal breaker for you anyway, I feel like you just leave him because you don't trust your partner. And if you guys, I don't know what your relationship plans are and stuff. If you want to get married one day, whatever, or how early into your relationship you guys are. But if you already feel like this person's cheating on you, and you're paranoid about that, that means you have trust issues. You can't build a relationship on lack of trust, on paranoia. So you might as well do what you got to do. Izzy says, all this after convo about women's emotions may be misguiding them. I'm sorry, I missed the joke. What? Izzy said, all this after talking about women's emotions misguiding them. I missed the joke because where did I ever say emotions misguide people? I said what they're feeling is accurate to what they're feeling. Some of you don't hear. I know you think that you said something and you think you ate. You didn't. Because that was a dumb comment. Okay. Anyways. So that's my advice, man. I think you just gotta figure out what it is for you, man. If you don't want to be in a relationship where you're not trusting your person, then yeah. If you try and snoop, unfortunately, snooping does break people's privacy in it. But there's other ways to snoop actually without breaking people's privacy. People that cheat leave more crumbs than they think they do. You just gotta find it.
It's so interesting, right?
Yeah.
Social experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you say sometimes you wake up and you want to kill?
Okay, we need to not make that a thing.
So sometimes guys wake up and they want to cheat.
No. We need to make that thing because when I said the killing thing, I did not mean literally kill a person.
Yeah.
I just meant I feel like anger.
Yeah.
I don't want that to stick.
No, I went to the extreme because I was about to say the extreme.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Like sometimes I wake up and think, suppose I was a man who wanted to be in somebody else's body, another man's body, who was a cheater. Like how would my life be?
Okay, no.
Because how you are saying he's bound to leave breadcrumbs.
Yeah, they do.
Like all of them?
All of them. Because you know what it is that when you're... People that cheat, there aren't many smart cheaters out there. Cheats out there.
But you all say that women cheat the best because they don't leave any evidence.
Yeah, because men don't pay attention. If a man paid attention, he would know when his girl's cheating.
Serious?
But men don't pay attention. And also because a lot of men don't feel like women can cheat because they think they're the prize. So they think that the woman is grateful to be here. No, she's grateful to be here, there, everywhere else.
Right.
Yeah. If you pay attention, you will catch your partner slipping. Easy.
So if you were to hazard a guess, do women cheat more than men?
I think the stats a bit difficult to put together. But I would say yes, actually. Yeah, I would say yeah. Because also, so sometimes women will go and kiss another woman and the men will be like, oh yeah, you're right, it's not cheating. I'm looking at you, you're dead. Look at you. You mug. Because you're daydreaming about a threesome that will never happen and you're not clocking that your wife is out here or your girl is out here building emotional bonds with somebody else. It's crazy, man. Maybe women do. But we'll never know. Do you know why we can never know the stats? Because women will never be caught enough for it to be entered into the ONS's database.
Have I got permission?
To do what? Clip that. You got my permission. You can do whatever you want to do.
You sure?
Yeah, as soon as you as soon as any clip I feature in gets posted, I mute it. I don't see nothing until some people decide to send me something like, oh,
you
look.
actually mute it. That's smart.
Always. I don't see anything. I went to retweet. So even when people retweet it, I'm not seeing it. So I went to, because I wasn't sure, I think we're talking about it, I wasn't sure if I retweeted it.
You did?
No, then I saw the quote tweets. I said, But of course, I'd already muted the conversation, so I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a Scooby I was getting cooked.
Yeah.
I said, look at God.
Yeah, but it was only men, to be honest.
It was alright.
Expect.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes when people are cooking you got to look at the people cooking you. I'm not going to say what I want to say, but men are logical, right? They can put it together.
Amen.
So, well, good luck, girl. I hope you can figure it out. I feel like we've given the best advice we can.
We have, and excuse me, you do not have permission to clip.
Just what she said.
That's fine. Because you see one thing about me. See this year, I'm trying to live a peaceful
You don't think you're gonna do
life.
this?
Nah, I'm trying to live what? Where did
I want peace. No, like
I want peace. I don't want to
problems.
I don't want to get.
Can I ask you for something then?
Go on. I don't
If
wanna...
this year you're saying I can't clip stuff that you say that I know that's going to do numbers, I beg you, when you come and you sit on this couch, I beg you, contribute to stuff where I can use. Do you understand? Be wavy on a different front so I can use it.
I can't.
Because you only seem to be cooking. Don't put me in it. Don't put me in it.
We're talking about madness.
Who I am.
God damn.
Oh, I need it. You know what? One day I'm gonna
fight between
can I
your
say
flesh and
something?
spirit.
Yeah,
I'm screaming.
I'm gonna. You see the rebranding I'm gonna do one day. It's gonna rattle you. I'm gonna come in as a softly spoken babe. Yeah, softly spoken.
In fact, you always reach for softly spoken. Always sends me.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
the first thing she
I'm
reaches
gonna
for.
lower my tone because it's so funny. Because like my mum is so softly spoken. Poor her, man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know she looks at me and she's so rattled. Like literally, she is rattled all the time. But I'm gonna rebrand. Watch.
Yeah.
By the end of the year.
Maya, do you believe her?
Yes.
Do you believe it's possible?
What, me
To
rebranding?
Yes.
Nah, you.
You gotta pause. Silence was deafening.
Can I be honest? I'm joking. I can't. It's who I am.
There you go. Oh.
No, it's literally it's who I am. Do you know what it is? You know when you have to just admit and accept. Do you know what I think might change me? Children. I think children might change me, and because I think children will mellow me down. I won't have enough energy to be on this anyway because I'll be running after my children. I think that's what will make me like rebrand and change. Because when I look at my friends who've had children and stuff, and it's not an intentional rebrand. It's just life has just. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what it is. Right now, I've still got too much oomph and spring in my step.
Pep in your step,
So
child.
yeah, I think maybe that's when I'll rebrand and change. So y'all still got time.
Well, there you have it. Well, yeah, good luck, girl. I hope that you can figure it out. And I mean, if you want more intentional or direct advice, I guess, give us more context.
Yeah, that was
Like, how long have you guys been together? Say again?
That's such a short email to send.
Yeah. Like, how long have you guys been together? Has he ever cheated on you before? Have you caught him speaking to somebody else and telling other women before? What other things would you need to know, Gina, to get to the conclusion of this?
How long you been together? Do you know what my main thing is? I think I would have wanted so much more context. Why do you think he's cheating?
Yeah,
Like, I think that's what's really important.
Yeah, very important. So if you can write back, actually.
Because as
we'll
much
do
as
a part
I
two
have
for you.
said, if you feel like he's cheating, he is cheating. That is me reaching 100%
Yeah.
and moving mad. And you know what?
Is it though?
And rightly so.
Is it?
Because guess what? It's my show.
Because you know, period. Because you know when people say like, if you go sleeping, you'll find something.
But I believe that though.
But sometimes there's nothing to be found, and I don't find anything. I've been sleeping before and I've never found anything. Because
Really?
there's nothing to find.
Oh, that's so
Oh, some
cute.
lovely
That
man.
has never happened to me.
Really?
No, girl. Every time
But also,
I
I found stuff that's rocked my world. I found stuff that's changed the course of my life.
No,
So-
literally, that's all that's happened to me, boy. So it's like, yeah. But I do think
some
it's
men
really
will just crumble, you know?
I think it's very important to figure it out as to like, you know what I mean?
Heather says she's bought her ticket for Sunday and she's looking forward to seeing everybody.
Ooh,
I'm looking forward to
nice.
seeing you too.
Bear in
gonna be
mind,
lit.
this is the Heather that dips in -3 degrees.
Oh, she does ice baths.
Yeah. In the lick.
I'm expecting,
Oh, that's
I'm
different,
expecting to
boy.
see her. I don't want to see you take no breaks on Sunday.
You know why? That's a different level, boy. Because that's
what I'm
not a little plunge pool that you can quickly get out of. A whole lake, you have to walk out of.
You have to walk out of that, and then you have to walk to your clothing.
Yeah, that is long.
That's a lot. Big up Heather though.
All the time.
See you Sunday, girl. Yeah, man. Everyone comes on Sunday. Say hello. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. The first one was lit. Let me just tell you this now. The first one
No, but
was
what if it doesn't
bloody amazing.
Sorry.
Sorry, babes.
Don't.
I know, that's why I said let me stop.
Yeah, the first
Go
one
on.
was absolutely amazing. Like, it was really, really good vibes. The time was had. And I'm not saying it because Gina's here. Because I had to pep my step that week on account of... And the cheeks were cheeking. I felt the pump in my glutes.
Do you know how mad it is?
In my glutes.
I know the next day is... For me, I want to come on Monday. Like, I'm just praying I'm not that tired. But I need to come on Monday because I want to...
Take it in,
take it in and talk about it. So I'm like, Gina, just get yourself together. But after the last one, I couldn't walk. Literally, I was down bad. I thought, no.
Nah, the glutes was glutesing. But it was honestly really, really good vibe. I think... But Gina's class has always been like that. So before I even knew Gina, I was doing... Train to Slay anyway, during lockdown and stuff like that. And it's about the community. Like, this is actually the reason why I go to gym the way I do. I was talking to my mum about it yesterday. My mum started doing the HIIT classes with us now. It's so cool. And she was like, everyone's really good vibes. I was like, yeah, that's literally what keeps us going. Like, even when I'm not in the mood to work out, when I don't have it, when I'm PMSing and I literally don't have it in me to get out of bed, I will get up and go to the class I'm meant to go to because of the community, because of how everyone is in there. Like, do you get me? And with Beats and Bands, it's literally the Train to Slay energy of the community in there, but maximized. And everyone's just good vibes. So honestly, I'll be honest with you, come Monday, if I see anyone talking about, oh, I should have gone, or I'm going to come to the next one, you heard it here first. I'm going to cook you for the entire show. We're not doing this. We did this last time. People were like, oh, I should have come. That's fine. There's another one now. Let's
Do you know
go.
what, though?
It's going to be lit.
What I think is interesting is... I won't say competing because we're not competing, but obviously Davido's concert is on the same day.
I was going to say that because I'm a Davido fan. I'm seeing Gina.
That's right.
I'm not going. And I love... You don't know I love
know you
Davido.
do. So I think that's also something to put into consideration. Like, I feel like it's a... Do you know what I mean? It's a big concert. So there are going to be a lot of people who... Like, there's people that have messaged me and said, do you know what? I would have loved to come, but I'm going to Davido that day and I don't want to just come to the workout and leave straight afterwards. I want the whole
I would
experience.
probably,
Yeah, so I get that.
Well,
But
you got
yeah.
different... You're more... You got different diversity. People, and there's a lot of
No,
people
and that's
everywhere.
but that's the thing, right? And I think that's what's interesting because there's so many people still coming, so
Yeah.
it hasn't impacted.
And the lineup is lit, man. Remy is hosting. Love
Yeah.
Remy. Love Remy down. Big up Remy Bergs every single damn time.
Do you know what
The
it is?
nation's energy provider.
No, literally, because
The nation's energy provider.
when I was looking for hosts and stuff, I was like,
Remy's
there's
the
no
best.
other person I can think of that is going to do
Remy's
this
the
song
best.
justice how I want it to be done.
Remy is the best.
And you know what? Do you know what last time was like? Do you know what's really interesting and annoying? Yeah, that when it's your thing, you can't really get involved.
I get it, yeah.
Can I be honest? I would love to experience it from a consumer perspective.
Do you know it's lit?
And I'm never going to. And
As a consumer, it's very lit.
No, and it annoys me that I can't.
Yeah.
So what happened last time that was really frustrating was like I wasn't allowed to come out. until I came on stage. And I just
Okay.
thought, why?
Because you're the celebrant.
I hear it.
We're
but,
here to see you, man.
But you know me, I want to mingle, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
gas
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
up, and I want to do all of that stuff, and I just wasn't allowed to. So
Mingle
it was,
after.
it was really annoying me that I was
Yeah.
backstage, and then they kept sending me videos of what was happening, and I was like, no, guys, this is so like
FOMO.
I wanted to be in that room, and
It was lit.
and then I just thought, this is
It was absolutely
like if I was a consumer, I would love this.
Yeah, Remy's lit, man. Any event that you ever see Remy hosting, please go
Yeah,
to it.
she's
Love Remy down.
good vibes.
Love
So-
Remy down. We got a question from Ruby Tuesday. Wasn't it Ruby Wednesday when we started?
This is what I'm
She
saying.
gaslighted me.
This is what I'm saying.
It was Wednesday when we started, right? Okay, she says, can you ask Gina if she's ever trained anyone with limited capabilities?
Okay, can you expand on that? But I have, so one of my clients I had before, she got into a car crash when she was young.
Oh, no.
Like quite a severe car crash. So in terms of her back
Yeah.
and mobility, she was very, very limited.
Really?
Yeah. So even at like, she couldn't even touch her, like, it's not even touching her toes, touching her knees even. Like, do you know what I mean?
Really? Oh, wow.
her mobility was very, very limited. And she'd done like osteopathy, like she's done everything.
Yeah.
And even going to a chiropractor and stuff and always having to like crack her back into like alignment and stuff.
Yeah.
But she was just like, it's too expensive. And literally she'll get her back cracked, she'll be in alignment, and then like a week later, do you know what I mean? And
Okay,
she's
so
like,
she
to
has
keep
to do it
going.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
ridiculous. So with her, we just kind of worked around it, and it was so frustrating because I know how badly she wanted it, and like she just physically wasn't capable. But we just managed.
Did what you could.
We just modified all her exercises and just did it to her capabilities.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Ruby Tuesday. Ruby Monday by the
I
time she
hope
explains.
that answers your question.
Yes. Please, let's get into the last headlines.
All right, guys. So trigger warning on this one. The families of those who died in the Nottingham attacks have expressed their anger after the triple killer, Valdo Calocane, was given a hospital order. So Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kuma, both 19, were fatally stabbed along with Ian Coates, who was 65 years old, back in June. The killer will be detained at a high-security hospital after admitting manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. The 32-year-old, who has been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia before the attacks, also pleaded guilty to 3 counts of attempted murder. Mr. Webber's mother said true justice has not been served and that the families have been let down by police and the CPS.
Bad.
Yes, this next headline. And earlier we was chatting about, we were talking about kids, innit, and how, you know, how much you care about kids. And I believe earlier this week we spoke about this, we delivered this headline anyway. But long story short, a bit more has been uncovered, and the court has heard that a wealthy aristocrat and her partner carried their newborn baby around in a Lidl carrier bag during freezing weather as they spent...
They're wealthy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, but they're mentally, they've got some kind of illness there. 100%. That's
Yep.
not normal.
As they spend huge sums of money taking taxis around the country to evade authorities. So yeah, it's actually, no, this is not the one that happened this week, I believe.
Yeah, because that one was in a park.
Yeah,
Baby was
exactly.
left in the East London park.
During the opening of the trial at the Old Bailey, prosecutor Tom Little told how the couple's reckless, utterly selfish and callous conduct carried out to avoid the child being taken into care like her 4 siblings led to the entirely avoidable death of the little girl.
So she's got siblings that are in care.
Can you imagine?
Okay, hear me out. And I know people might feel like, oh, I just think some people, and again, I'm not saying this to criticize these people, by the way, because I actually think that they're mentally ill. But I just think some people should not be allowed to have children. And I think that medically, action should be taken to prevent them from having children. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because they keep having, they've got 4 children in care already, and now they've got this child that they're carrying around in a little bag,
Yeah.
and baby's gonna go in care. They found the baby, right?
And the baby's dead. Baby died.
Yeah. I think that there needs to be something in society that prevents these things happening. Or what could be better actually, which I guess they do already. They kind of, actually, I don't know if they do it, but what could be better actually is when people who are medically ill, as in like mentally ill and stuff, like you got bipolar, all that kind of stuff, and they know that they're not in a position to actually take care of the baby, is that they actually give that baby up for adoption. But then when the person is better, they can kind of write to the kid here and there and whatever, and I guess they can save the letters up for the kid when the child is 18 and whatnot, and let the child know of the child's history. I think that'd be better actually than tying people's wombs and cutting the dick off. Well, not dick off, but what's that thing called? Vasectomy. But yeah, I think it's better to do that. And it's sad because it sounds mad taking a woman's baby away from her when the baby's just born. But unfortunately, if they get pregnant and you can't take care of the child, it's not fair. Because obviously with this couple, the man and the woman, they're both ill. That's horrible, man.
It's a damn shame. But yeah, man. Yeah, this is their 5th child together. All 4 are in care. And yeah, this one passed away, man.
That's very sad.
Marten, this is the woman, Constance Marten, who claimed that the child died after she fell asleep, told police that she continued to carry the body around in the hope of giving her a proper burial. Imagine, it kept carrying
In a little
around
bag.
in a little bag. Stupid animal. The parents both deny manslaughter by gross negligence of their daughter. And the trial is scheduled to last until 8th of March. And the last headline, sad as well, but at least it was somewhat of a success story, at least in the outcome anyway. But basically, long story short, a 9-year-old boy in France was abandoned for 2 years in an unheated apartment, living alone and scrounging food from neighbours.
2 years?
2 years.
Oh, that kid is a genius.
9 years
Baby
old.
Sheldon. He survived 2 years by himself.
Crazy, yeah. And the reason why it went unnoticed is because he was a good pupil.
He was good in school as well.
Can you imagine? So his mother left him in 2020 to fend for himself. And long story short as well, she's been sentenced to 6-month prison term. Just 6 months.
Yeah, but you know what though? At these cases, I don't like it because, and I know some of you lost thongs about to start scratching your bum bum, so you might want to lick away. But stuff like that, yeah, I think both parents should be prosecuted.
Yeah,
Because one parent failed. Where's the other parent? Why am I the only one going to prison?
Maybe the dad ran off from day one though.
So yeah, she should be going to prison too.
But then you have to.
Nah, man, you put
find
your
all
dick
the
in her
other
and she had a baby. The baby's
But then
yours.
again,
No,
if the baby is not in your care,
yeah.
do you get what I mean? Like,
So you don't check on your. So how do you? So you don't check in to see your child. You don't check in. So you're basically you yourself have your baby. The baby's not in your care, but you've neglected your responsibility as a parent.
Yeah, but that's not.
So it's negligence.
It's not a legal thing. How many?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing though. Just because it's something that happens regularly, doesn't make it normal.
No, but I'm
So we
saying,
can start writing laws.
My thing is, I can't imagine them making that a law. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but then that's the thing though. So they wouldn't make it a law because of how society is set up, which is that when it comes to children, women are the one that get the blame.
Would you change your mind?
I don't think it's right.
Would you change your mind if you found out that the 6-month prison term was served at home?
I don't care.
So she didn't go in. She didn't need to go to
I
prison.
don't care about all of that. What I'm caring about is that when it comes to children, 2 people, if you're alive, are responsible for the child that's been born. I think it's out of order that the woman is left with a kid and I don't know what her situation might be or whatever it was, blah, 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 whatever the situation was. And now she's the only person going to prison. The issue, what needs to change in society is society's attitude to looking at cases like this. Whenever cases like this happen and we find out the mother was the one who abandoned the child or whatnot, people are scoffing. There's never any conversation about where was the father, because if the father had been there, or if the woman could have gone to the father and said, you know what, I can't manage this or whatever. Or if the father was checking in, the father would have noticed that the child was abandoned in a house for 2 years. We've had situations before where a man has gone and checked in gone to see the kids, and he doesn't like the way the kids are living. Maybe the woman can't afford this, and then he's like, you know what, they better have come to live with me. And he's taking the right steps to make sure that happens. And ensure the kids still see the mother and whatnot, but then they live with the dad now because he's in a better position. That needs to be what happens in society. All of this stuff about where, the mother's going to jail is nonsense. The story we just read a minute ago was actually a couple. But who was being emphasized in the thing? They're talking about her.
No, it's not.
No, wait.
It's both.
I'm going off what you read. What you read was that she was the one carrying the bag, the baby in the bag, and because they hadn't found somebody else. The plurals being used was they. It should be they. Should be both of them. It's not about she was the one holding the bag, so therefore her act is worse. My point is that in media, in society, in conversations, the people that are villainized the most when it comes to children are women, and that doesn't make sense to me. Okay. 2 people make a kid, 2 people are responsible for the kid. the kid was living alone for 2 whole years without the mother. She's got prison time. Where's the father in all of this? Where's the father? Morning, caller. Sorry.
Morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Who are we speaking to, please?
Morning, can you? Wanna know?
Yeah, you're breaking up. Your signal is not great. They call on WhatsApp, Brent.
No. It's Sally, but he knows better.
Sally, can you call on WhatsApp, please? Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Is this better?
It's
Yes,
a lot better,
much.
Sally. Good morning.
Fantastic. How's everyone?
Good,
Good, thank you. How are
All
you?
good.
I'm very well, thank you.
Wonderful.
Well, I don't understand why. Well, actually, no, I do understand. Esther, you do make a very good point that I do think women are like people look to women more when it comes to like care of children, but I think that's just because that's like naturally women are naturally women look after kids more. Like that's just why it would be.
Well, they've told
Just
you,
the same way, if men looked after kids more, then we would look at them. And at the same time, with this situation, the mother was looking after the child, so that's why she's in trouble. If the child was in the father's, well, not jurisdiction, but care.
Yeah.
If they're looking after the child, then he would be in trouble. But he wasn't. So he had no idea what was going on.
For 2 years. He had no idea what was going on with his
that
child.
That means he's a deadbeat dad.
Exactly.
That just means
and
he's a
this will
deadbeat dad.
But that's the thing. But that's the point I'm trying to make, though, is that in society there is no consequences for men being for deadbeat fathers. There isn't.
Yeah, but
I think that's an issue. Like that's a problem.
But think about like this. Like if it was a single father and the mother had left a long time ago and no one knew where she was, and then the single father who was looking after the child also went and disappeared for 2 years, it would only be the father that would be in trouble because it was his duty of care.
But what I'm saying, but this is the thing, I think when I speak sometimes, people just assume I'm doing the gender wars that people love to do on the timeline. What I've been saying, I'm been consistent with, is that when it comes to children, they have two parents. There are two people responsible for them. So if it is a case, let's flip this now. In this scenario, the man was the one who was caring for the child, and for 2 years he abandoned that child in the what's it called, in a house, no heating, no nothing, no blah, 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 nothing. Why did the mother not check on her child for 2 whole years? My point still stands. There are two people responsible for the child, and two people should face the consequences for neglect of the child. This is what I'm saying. But the way society is set up, sorry.
But then you can't say that because what about if the man?
You don't. No, wait. I need when if you're wait. If we're gonna have a conversation, the way you use phrase your sentences is very, very important to me. Right? I've said what I've said. That's my opinion, and this is how I'm looking at it. If you don't agree with that, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to agree with that, right? But you can't tell me that I can't say something because you don't agree with it. You don't agree with it, and that's okay.
Okay, I apologize. I won't say you can't say that. I would say I disagree with that because if the father was a very good father and the single mother, the mother that abandoned the family just left and the father was a very good father, then there would be no issue. So there would be no reason for the woman to go to prison. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, because
the crime has been committed
it's about abandoned. It's about children being abandoned and neglect. So in this scenario, there's no good parents. I don't see the father as a good parent because if you're a good parent, you would have checked and you would have known in the 2 whole years your child was living alone with no heating. Yeah, so there's no good parent in this scenario.
I am not saying that the father was a good. This child, unfortunately, was brought into this world with 2 terrible parents. No, I'm not trying to say that the father was a good parent, but the thing is, it's like okay, it's to do with responsibility, and the responsibility has to be passed on. Because even if with this mother, if she didn't want to look after the child and blah, 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 then what she should have done was gone through the right routes and, well, it's not good, but passed on the responsibility and maybe put the child in care or something like that. But you cannot abandon your responsibility whilst it's on you.
Yeah, and the father did that too.
So for that, so that reason, like when they had the child, the father abandoned the child. Okay, now that no one's saying that's good. He's a terrible person, but that's what he did. And when he did that, the mother agreed. Okay, I'm now going to take on this responsibility. For that reason, because she said that she's going to take on that responsibility, she needs to take on the responsibility. And if she's going to pass it on, then she needs to formally do that. And no one's saying that the father is a good man. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to leave your kids. But unfortunately, that's what's happened.
So she's abandoned the kid, and now she's facing 6 months in jail. What's his consequences for abandoning the kid?
Well, when he abandoned the kid, he left. Well, I can't speak for him. But
No, I'm just saying, what's the consequences for abandoning your kids then, even if it's from birth? What's the consequences for that?
Well, I'm not saying it's a good thing to abandon your children.
I didn't say you said it's a good thing. I feel like I'm being very clear in the question I'm asking. The consequences of her abandoning her responsibility was 6 months in jail. What's his consequences for abandoning his responsibility from birth?
Well, now that's more of a moral question, isn't it?
No, it's not.
But at the end of the day, any man that can stand up and and abandon their child anyway, they're going to get what's coming for them anyway.
Okay, and then when in society, when we have conversations about fathers that abandon their children and mothers that abandon their children, who gets more smoke?
I would say it's mothers.
Okay, and this is the point of what it is of this conversation. I don't really care for the I can't figure the word I'm trying to think of, but basically I'm speaking to a wider societal issue, which is why I mentioned the whole biology thing. I mentioned everything. I've done this I said everything I was saying because I'm looking to the wider issue of this and the wider issue and the wider attitude of how society sees mothers as the sole responsible person for children and stuff like that is why we're here now, where both parents abandon the child and only one of them is facing a consequence. When it comes to men abandoning the children, it becomes a thing of, we'll just let karma deal with it. But when it comes to the women, somehow, when it comes to the women, somehow karma is able to manifest itself in a way where they're in prison now.
If it was the case that both the mother and the father both stood up and abandoned the child at the same time, then yes, they should both be held responsible. But the thing is, at the time,
do you know what is funny?
The child was in the mother's care.
But this is what I was saying there.
If the child is in whoever's caring for the child at the time, that is the person that is responsible.
But you know what it is though? Part of my argument is that there is no consequences for people abandoning the children in the first place. So part of my argument is that there should be consequences for you abandoning your child from the start, not waiting till 20 years down the line when you leave or 10 years down the line when you leave a kid alone in the thingy. What I'm saying to you, this is why I was asking you, what was the consequences the father faced for abandoning the child in the first place? Because she neglected the child now and she's in prison. What I'm saying is that there needs to be consequences for the initial neglect anyway. This is what I'm saying. So I understand you saying that this person had the responsibility for this. A lot of single mothers, when you speak to them, even single fathers, I've seen as well. I listen to stories from single fathers as well. When you listen to their stories, it's not a thing where both parties sat down and they decided that, okay, do you know what? You will have the kids between the ages of 1 and 12, and I will come back and pick them up and da-da-da-da. It is that the person abandoned the child there, and the other parent had no choice but to step up. It's not a thing where they accepted responsibility, is that they had no choice but to do that. And then what happens is that they get down the line, and I'm not for this woman neglecting the child. I'm not trying to say any of that. But what's happened is that this woman at some point, let's just say the man walked away and whatnot, and she said, okay, do you know what? I'm going to step up to be the mother. For whatever reason now, she's gone and neglected the child. She's the one who originally stepped up and decided to take care of the child. Now she's in prison. what happens to the person who neglected the child too? This is the fight that I'm fighting. When we reported on the couple, when we reported on the couple, let me finish speaking, please. Let me finish speaking because we can't do this.
Sorry.
When we reported on the couple who left the kid in a Lidl bag, Iman just read it, just read that case.
Yeah.
My energy was the same for both. I said both of them are so sick. And when I talked about people not being allowed to have children, I talked about vasectomy and I talked about wombs being tied, right? However, when we were reading the headline, the emphasis was on the fact that she was carrying a little bag. And she said they were trying to find somewhere, or she was trying to find somewhere to bury the kid had died, blah, 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 blah. When we read these things in media, the emphasis is always on the woman that left. We've read stories as well where a woman she's a single mother and she's popped out quickly to go to the shops to buy food for the child because she has no one to look after the children. And she leaves them quickly. She comes back, the house is burnt down. Who is in jail? She is. And what is the media? How is the media reporting on that woman? They're vilifying her. We've read in situations, I see the stories in America where a woman has a job interview. She's a single parent, has no one to watch her kids. She leaves the kids quickly in the car to go and do the job interview quickly. She comes back, someone's reported. Who goes to jail? The woman does. The point I'm making here, it is about society's attitudes to how they see women and how it is women are vilified for being the ones who stay and face the responsibilities of the children. What I'm saying is that there needs to be consequences for absent parents. This is what I'm saying here. This is what I'm saying.
But then I've got a question.
Sorry, we need to go in a minute, yeah?
Let's go right now.
Let's just say there's a scenario and they're both parents are there, and let's say they go on holiday and they go on holiday for, let's say, 4 days. Whilst they go on holiday for 4 days, they've got a babysitter that they always use. And this babysitter's always been looking after the kids and everything's been fine. And then now on this 4-day holiday, same thing happens. The babysitter leaves the child or children in the house, goes to the shop, comes back, the house is burnt down, both kids have unfortunately died. Now, who would go to prison in that instance? Would it be the parents or would it be the babysitter? Because the babysitter was put in the duty of care. So it's the babysitter. It's not to do with women, men. It is who was responsible for the child at that time and why didn't they do their job?
Do you know what it is sometimes? We're having conversations with people that are just so adamant on misunderstanding you is honestly one of the most draining things because I'm not understanding what it is that you're asking me. And I told you that in the situation where it is a man has walked away from his responsibility, he has walked away and the woman did not sit down with him to say that, okay, yeah, I will have responsibility of this. He's left her to do that. In a scenario where there's parents and they have hired the service of a nanny, the nanny has consented to taking this responsibility on. That is very different to two people having a child and one person decides to leave and leaves the other person there without asking if they are capable, if they're in a capable position to solely take care of the children. Apples and oranges.
I don't understand. Are you saying that a woman needs to accept responsibility to look after their child once the child has been born? Like, why didn't they just get an abortion if they don't want to do it?
I have no desire to further explain myself.
Sally, because of time, we have to go, man. But
Thank you.
The only thing I would say to you, yeah, quickly, is just that remember in that situation you're saying, like obviously that's somebody that's paid to look after the kid or whatever, but abandoning your child, that's gonna obviously affect the mental state of that single person, which I guess will have a ripple effect on how they're raising that child. So if at some point in time after 9 years of raising that child alone, knowing you're doing it completely by yourself, and I don't know, you just leave the child, yeah, right? Not excusing it, of course, is different. You know what I'm saying? Because how you've changed as a parent, I guess, would have been affected by the decision of that man to just leave you to take care of a new human being.
I understand. I understand all of this.
Yeah, so
I understand all of this.
That's
my
you know what I mean?
own mother, single mother. I don't understand why we're saying there's so many single mothers that out there didn't do the same thing. And if they should have passed on the responsibility before. If you want to tap out, no one's saying you shouldn't. If you want to go live your life, do whatever, that's fine. But you need to make it aware or pass it on. Go and give it to even a neighbor, someone, a responsible adult who will take on this child. Because when you are looking after a child, you cannot blame someone else that was not present with you in the room. If the child is with you in the room, and then now they're suffocating or whatever, and you are standing there in the room. You can't blame someone who is like for whatever reason why they're not in that premises. You cannot blame them because you are the one that's responsible for what is going on right now.
No,
So you can't put the blame.
Emmanuel. No, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Saleh. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, that's I'm basically thinking.
Everyone have a fantastic
Later.
day,
You
man.
too, Han. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Bye.
And the thing is, there might be a precedent where if he's abandoned this child, he's supposed to be paying child support. And the fact that he hasn't, now that this has come to light, he might be put in jail because of that.
Well, let me give more thing. Obviously.
Oh, you had more context.
Yeah, there's more.
Look at you.
So, long story short, right? So this boy, he lived alone in the council flat, right? No electricity or hot water. And he even managed to get himself to school where teachers obviously suspected nothing because, like I said, it was a good pupil, right? He was living off cakes and cold tin food, right? Obviously, some of the neighbors as well were actually helping him as well. But what happened was, after the investigation, it revealed, right, that the mother was living 3 miles away with a new boyfriend, right? The court heard that the 39-year-old, right, the mum, who was obviously, like we just said, charged with abandoning and endangering a minor, visited her son from time to time. So she was leaving her house 3 miles away to go and see him.
So she was checking in on him to see if
and sometimes would take him through.
He wanted
to be alone.
Yeah.
The boy's dad, he lived in a different town completely. He was in charge as well, right? So, and then after this, when everyone found out about the situation, the boy was then taken into care when he was 11 years old. So it started when he was 9.
I think you should be in jail for this.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
You should have given it all context before we started this. That's it.
Anyway. No, but it doesn't change the point because that's not talking about this specifically. She's talking about in life, just in general, in society, innit? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's it for the headlines, man. We better go and pay
I
the
want to
bills.
meet this boy, man.
All right, let's get into reaction.
From neighbours. Them neighbours are wicked too.
Well, it's one of the neighbours that basically told authorities.
Yeah, after one believed that over the years of that child chilling on his own.
Yes. Anywho, we are at the reaction stage. Ladies, you guys want to?
I doubt it.
Women's
joking.
football.
All right, Women's Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel, I'm not doing this.
What has he done?
He knows why I'm not doing this. Because I
Right,
cannot
Ghana.
pronounce. No, I cannot pronounce. It's not me that you're using. Rose, nah. Why would you do that? You just want to laugh, innit? Fine. Rosengard women and Benfica women.
Oh, Benfica.
Benfica.
Being thicker.
Being thicker drew 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Brand women beat Slavia Prague women 1-0. Yeah. Barcelona women beat Eintracht Frankfurt ladies 2-0. And then this one's wild. Olympics Line women beat Saints Polten Spratzen 7-0. Like,
I
did
think we
you?
should give horns, man.
You know what you did though.
No, honestly, yeah.
That's why you were laughing.
It was
You laughed before I even said anything. You know what it was? I saw the apostrophes and all the. I said, "Yeah, this isn't my realm."
The consonants.
But literally, nope.
What about the next one? The fixtures.
All right, cool. So
For
Afcon fixtures. So tomorrow we've got Angola versus Namibia at 5 p.m. Then we've got Nigeria versus Cameroon. On Sunday we've got Equatorial Guinea and Guinea. And then at 5 p.m. And then Egypt and Congo at 8 p.m.
Thank you.
Anyway, you're watching that on Sunday because you know where we go.
You know, we know where we gonna be at. So you can catch it on the rebound.
That's right. The only other thing was just that there was an FA Cup fourth round game between Bournemouth and Swansea. Bournemouth beat them 5-0.
Apparently, Chijoke sent you stuff.
Yes, so I'm about to read it out.
And Klopp is leaving Liverpool.
Mm-hmm. Also gonna mention that, but basically yes, Chijoke sent me some information in the tennis. Coco.
Thank you very much, Chijoke, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Big
I
up to
really
you.
appreciate
it. There's some names I'm in the same boat with you, Gina. But Coco Golf, let's just say Golf. Lost yesterday to Sabalenka in the semi-final of the Australian Open. She's going to be facing the Chinese qualifier by the name of Zheng in the final tomorrow. Djokovic lost today to Sinner, and this is his first loss in a Grand Slam in 33 games, right? So Sinner is awaiting the winner of Medvedev and Alexander Zverev, where Zverev's currently up by 1 set. And in the NFL, this weekend is going to be a big game in the NFL playoffs. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens will be up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner gets the right to play in the Super Bowl. And as Chijuka says, listen to Usher with Esther.
Pick up Usher every single time, man.
Yeah, and like Brent rightfully said, Klopp, man, he shocked the world, man. He has shocked the world by saying he's going to be stepping down from the role of Liverpool manager at the end of the season, saying that he's running out of energy.
Was he due to get fired though? Did you quit before you get fired?
No, he's at the top of the league right now.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he's one of the best managers in the world.
world.
Talk about the league, the world.
Yeah,
He's
man.
actually looking into that. Maybe he's been blackmailed.
I hope it's not like an illness.
Oh, that's true.
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
Like a family thing.
because for him to say he's tired and he's all the energy is left on the pitch, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, he was appointed in 2015, so he's been there a while. And his contract's due to end in 2026. Yeah, man. He won the Champions League, for those who don't know, in 2019. Sorry.
Sorry, I keep interrupting. Sorry. Is he stepping down immediate, like straight away?
At the end of the year, season. So in a few months.
Oh,
Yeah, end of the season. Yeah. He led Liverpool to win their first league title in 30 years, 2019-2020 season. And like I said, he won the Champions League 2019, man. So yeah, he also said that he told the club already in November. So the club knew in November. You know what I'm saying? They've obviously just announced the decision. And he also said, I can understand that this is a shock for a lot of people at this moment. When you hear it for the first time, but obviously I can explain it, or at least try to explain it. I love absolutely everything about this club. I love everything about it. But that I still take this decision shows you that I am convinced it is the one I have to take. It is that I am, how can I say it, running out of energy. Where's Klopp from again?
Heaven.
This guy. He said, I have no problem now. Obviously, I knew it already for longer than I will have to announce it at one point.
Jürgen, is it German name? Jürgen Klopp?
That region, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously his English is a bit somehow, so when I'm reading it, it's not making too much sense.
Is
but
it
yeah.
a statement? Are you reading a video? Are you transcripting a video he did, or are you reading a statement?
I'm reading it. I'm reading it as I guess how he's said it. They didn't edit it for us. You speak English, but yeah. No, I'm joking. Big up Klopp, man.
Oh, did he write in German?
No, it's in
You can speak English.
Yeah, it speaks English. But you know how sometimes you might arrange certain words in a particular way, innit? So yeah.
Oh, love to him, man.
But yeah, that's it for the reaction, man.
All right, people. Done over time today, boy. Let's get into our outro, please. Don't piss me off. Thanks for tuning in. It's very, we really appreciate it. Thanks for always tuning in, getting involved with the show, all that great stuff. Hope you guys will like the video on all that loveliness. So don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel while you're there as well. Very, very appreciated. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. Also, pick up our researchers, and of course, the lovely Chijoke, who is our sports correspondent. If you want to send your dilemmas in, the number is 075-6484-1073. Also, the number to call when we're live on air. I feel like some of you know that. If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We will see the people that we see on Sunday at Beats and Bands. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will.
And
don't carry last. Those of you that are not going to
don't.
come, I don't want to hear Pim on Monday.
Yeah, please
Let's
don't.
say good. I should have come.
Yeah, you should have. And I hope I see you there on Sunday. But everyone, have a lovely weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday.
Okay, soft spoken, babe. Love
All
this
right.
for you.
Thank you very much. I'm rebranded.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
The Lord
Peace.
be with you.
Amen.